Garage.
Hey, what's up? This is another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens and all things weird. What's up, dude? How's it going?
It's going good. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. So you want to talk about poop or what?
Dude, yeah, for sure. Of course I do. right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. We were just talking about our, for those listening, we were just talking about, Joe and I both have daughters, and we're talking about baby poop, honestly. We're like, it's a whole new world out there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's like, it was cute baby poop, and now it's like turds and stuff.
It's human poop. It's not baby poop anymore. It's full on human poop.
Yeah, it's not.
Hello,
it's not
Gizmo.
It's not as cute. It's not.
Just open my door. Hold on.
Gizmo. What's up, ladies and gentlemen in the chat? We've got Cassie, Oracles and Beyond. Yes, Janet, welcome back. Space Oddities, what's up, bro? Crowley, as always, looking handsome, dude. Big Willie, I heard Big Willie's taking a shower right now, getting real shiny for us tonight.
I love his shiny shower videos.
So they literally make me smile so big. It's like he's so serious in those videos. It's like he's shirtless, he's glistening. This is like behind the scenes, like just say what's up, or talking about.
Like, hey, Paul Bunyan here. How's everybody doing tonight?
He's got like a shower cap on and a loofah on a stick, Oh, we got Spooky in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah, dude. Dude, what are you drinking tonight, man? What's that beer? Is that
I'm drinking that the Ewingling.
Yeah.
Lager? I don't know.
You isn't that's a German Schlappel.
It's a German schlong.
And everybody's talking about it.
No, I don't know. That's what I was told. Fix this all the time. You're like, you never had that? They just started distributing it down in our area very recently, and so I picked up some, and it is really good. It is.
Hell yeah. Well, you cut out a lot during that. It was pretty glitchy, so I got a little bit of that. Something about it being not in Texas, and now it is.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you just fine. Is it me?
I never know if it's saying anything important. You can hear me perfectly.
Willie said that was very odd.
It's the letter agencies.
It's the ODD.
They're tapping my headphones right now.
Yeah, dude. They caught on to your what'd you call them? Purple
people eaters?
Purple people eater headphones, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
They're custom.
They are custom though. Like they're like very expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like they made them like
they were like $375, which
so
isn't bad.
It's so specific, but yeah, it's not. It's like just enough where it's if it was $500, it'd be like meh.
Our intro song sounds dope as fuck in these.
Hell yeah,
it's real good. I like it.
I like it a lot, dude. I want to play it again. Can we play it again?
Let's play it again.
Just a little bit.
That works for me.
UFO Garage.
Dude, I mean, come on. It's got fart noises in it.
It's great. I like it. Dude, so what's been going on in the world lately, man?
Oh my God. Lots of news. No one's heard about it yet. It's very new. It's breaking. Yesterday, the Georgia Guidestones. We've talked about the Georgia Guidestones on the podcast.
Yeah. Someone was like, hey, you know how I feel about your new world order?
Yeah. So if you guys haven't heard, which is like highly unlikely, if you're watching us right now, Georgia Guidestones, this unnamed person funded this construction of these monoliths. There's 4 tablets that are like 10 feet tall, 12 feet. I don't know. They're fucking tall. They're huge, man. Made out of stone, granite, and chiseled on each side of these are these like rules on how to maintain a one world government, one world order. And it's like, it goes into details about keeping the population down to a specific number. And it's like, hey, don't shave your balls on Sundays.
That's a Friday through Saturday
That's
thing.
a Friday only. And yeah, it's a lot of weird shit. We've known about it for a while. But I've never really like thought how weird it was until it got blown up yesterday, dude. I can only here we go. And honestly, dude, what do you think? Do you think this was an explosion or do you think it was a lightning strike? Do you think this is
I think where it's built, right? I think there's like a dude who lives there, like he's been living there a long time, right? And like they didn't know that they built that in like his yard. He just never went back there. And then like one day he was like, I want to go explore over here. And he like walked through this forest and he was like, what the hell is that? And so he's like trying to get rid of it. I think they built it on some dude's land.
dude? It could be.
That's what I think. And he was like, oh hell no. I don't know about this.
I've put up with too much.
No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I don't know. It could, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, the easy answer is like, yeah, it just got struck by lightning. But like, the cool answer is like, yeah, dude. Like somebody was like, we don't want people to to think like this in the future. Which
Or they're covering it up because it's about to go down and people don't want evidence that it was planned, right? Like this new world order shit that's happened. Like a lot of people on TikTok are saying that like we're going to a one world government. Like we're living in the end times. I mean, that's like the cynical way of looking at the times right now. I think just nobody likes change and things are just changing way too fast, way too frequently. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of times. That's just me personally, but I like thinking about the conspiracy theory, right? Like there was fingers pointed at a political figure. I don't want to name names. Well, I don't know her name. But it's a political person who's been trying to like get rid of them in the state of Georgia for like a long time. So everybody's like, hey, well, this lady's been talking about getting rid of them. So let's ask her some questions. I don't know what happened with that. And then I saw on Twitter, I can't remember who said this, but somebody said it looks like a lightning strike to me. And if you watch the video, like it looks kind of like there's like this blue flash at the top.
let's watch it. Let's see what it looks like. Boo!
Honestly, to me, it kind of looks like a missile coming from the top left.
It does.
It kind of does, right? I feel like we're watching like 9/11 all over again, like the Pentagon, right? Like it just there's only one camera. It's really shitty.
The worst angle.
Worst angle.
I mean, I can't see the lightning.
That's a lot of smoke.
It is a lot of smoke.
Not in this video. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, this video you can't see the lightning strike. It might take me a while to find that specific video, but
It looks like somebody like drove an invisible truck into it.
it kind of does.
It's just like boom, like it just freaking explodes out.
Yeah. It looks like this car. Okay, so this car is kind of driving by at the same time of night, I guess, because you could see like the smoke in the background. Oh shit!
Like what the hell?
Also, who put that chain link fence there? That's not doing anything for anybody. There's like a huge gap. Like,
It's like really small too, that you can just step over it.
yeah, dude. That's like a fence for gnomes, dude.
That's the kind of fence we're gonna put around our yacht in the desert, bro, to keep people out.
Yeah, dude. Our ship of the Des. A trippy ship. So like. The smoke, I don't know if it's windy. I'm like trying to get clues here. But okay, so first off, fence too short. Short fence.
Yeah, way
Big
too
gap.
short. Anybody
gate.
could get through it.
Anybody could just walk straight through, man.
Somebody with explosives could literally walk right up to it.
And there's security cameras, but no gate.
I feel like, bro, somebody like had like a bazooka from far away and like shot it, and it was like it just like exploded.
It kind of looks like,
but like maybe instead of like a real explosive like bazooka device, it was still like a bazooka device with more of like a, like maybe like it's just heavy.
yeah,
it just shot
like a tungsten type projectile.
A big tungsten rod just shooting out of it. Yeah, dude. And then like they hit it. That's what it looks like. I know when I shoot a bottle rocket off, it looks like that.
Honestly, it could be just a bottle rocket. Could it be a stray bottle rocket from a friendly neighbor who it just went awry?
It's a big bottle rocket. But you are in Georgia. So people are probably making their own bottle rockets out there.
What if it was just a stray bottle rocket, dude? That's what I'm going to stick with that.
I've never seen a bottle. Well, I take that back. There was this guy down the street that lit this shack on fire with a bottle rocket I used to know. Yeah. They used to call him Fireman Jim.
Fireman Jim. Dude, speaking of Fireman Jim, this guy looks like his name is Fireman Jim. What's up, Gary?
What's up, dude? Gary, what do you think, dude? What do you think this is? You think
anything from a teenager to just an asshole?
Those are one and the same sometimes.
Yeah.
True
enough.
Sounds like the same guy.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
saw
same
that.
guy.
I remember reading that article when that was first put up, and was like, all right, that's kind of some weird ass shit. But then I probably forgot about it, like everybody else.
You know what we really need to know is what color shirt the guy was wearing. We could really put this together.
It wasn't. It was probably blue.
That's how people catch people, right? Like,
I'll go with it.
What color shirt was he wearing?
So check out the hat I just picked up today because I got to walk around in the sun tomorrow.
Dude, that's pretty sick, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, in the morning, while it's still cool, I can keep it up and just pop it down when the sun gets too hot.
Oh my god, it's functional, dude.
And like in the morning when it's real low, and at night when it's real low, you can just flip one side up.
Oh yeah,
the side that you're not working on.
Or I could be like Kevin Hart and just wear it sideways.
You could.
Honestly, that looks dope. You look like Paddington Bear, dude. That's sick.
Yes.
I love that.
How you been, dude?
Pretty good, man. Busy. Oh
Yeah.
God, busy.
I bet.
Hey, we're in the same documentary, dude.
I heard that. Yeah.
Joe, did you see this?
Congratulations.
Hey, you
Made
too.
it to the big leagues. No.
It's literally like a 4-second clip of me on Tochiwaba when I called in as Little Benjamin and told him my sleep paralysis story. Which, I mean, the thing's still out. I don't know. I'm not saying I was abducted, man. It certainly looked like I was saying I was abducted in the film, but
You looked kind of crazy there.
I look like a crazy person, though.
You're like, especially because they cut in where she made this weird face, like, yeah, dude, whatever.
And the music's like very skeptical music. It's like the little like. It definitely, I look like a fucking crazy person. That's for sure. You know what? It's fine.
Well, I was pretty much looked at as a crazy person until the government said, yeah, that might have happened. So
Yeah, but no, yeah, you were there. Yeah, I was. There was a guy in slacks. Yeah, okay, that checks out. That's pretty much what happened.
Hell, I don't even think I told anybody unless I had at least 6 beers in me.
Dude.
So in the film, like, what was the filming like for that Tubi?
They actually flew me to Roswell, and I did my interview there. I actually met the UFO brothers while I was there.
Nice.
And, yeah, so I mean, it kind of sucked. So for me, they flew me into that little ass airport in Roswell, and there's an airport right in Roswell, right? But I was like, the hotel was far enough away where I couldn't hoof it, but there was only one guy that ran the Uber and the Lyft in town. The only other person that did it was sick. So I was literally sitting there for like 2 hours waiting for one of the production crew to come pick me up.
Damn.
I just sat there. I mean, with my phone, I pretty much run my whole company. So I got emails to do anyways. I got work.
Just hanging out at Roswell Airport.
I mean, talk about a monopoly on the system, dude. There's two dudes that drive Uber and Lyft, bro.
There may be more, but I mean, that's the story I was getting at the time. Like, the guy that does both is busy right now.
It's the one guy. I'm curious as to why he had both apps. Like, is there like call waiting?
I always go back and forth. I'm like one of those people that, like, if I didn't have USAA for everything now, before I had USAA, I would go through and just like price check everything. So I always go to Lyft, and then I always go to Uber, see which one's cheaper at the time.
Oh, that might be why. Yeah, like checking rates and stuff. Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's almost half the price on one or the other. So I mean, it all depends on their availability. Because if there's just no cars, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be like $100. Then you go to the other app, yeah, we got 15 cars. It'll be like $13. You know, so I'm like, yeah, let's go this way.
$13. So
you go from Uber and then you're like, I'm gonna go check Lyft. You're like, oh shit, it's the same guy. He's got the same rates.
Same picture.
Yeah, same thing. Everything. You're like, oh damn it.
No, it's like
so much for getting a deal.
If I was an Uber driver in Roswell, I mean, I'd have fun with it. You know, like I'd dress my car up as like a Janet flight. You know. Like a Janet flight or
paint it red and white with blacked out windows.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'd go the opposite way. I'd get like one of those fake gold grills with a big stupid dice in there, just like everything pimped out with plush carpeting.
Yes.
Like shag carpeting and just make it the most uncomfortable disco ball, everything.
Like the shag carpet's like too long, like uncomfortably.
You could put an ice chest with Yoo-hoo in it.
Oh, dude, that sounds
whoa. We gotta roll back a little bit.
That sounds
really saying some loving things over here. Thinking about me all day. Hope you weren't pooping all day. You don't have diarrhea, do you?
Big Willie Gary, I was legit. He was on the toilet actually. So, dude, Big Willie just got out of the shower, so he's still glistening. Okay, final thoughts before we move on to the next thing, guys. Georgia Guidestones.
All right, my final thought. Stop thinking about it. All right, let's move on.
Someone said in the chat it was just a distraction.
It's important news.
It's not
these
really.
Are
somebody
these
did
are,
it. Somebody did it to make some stupid point. It's cancel culture bullshit at its finest. So we just move on.
These are
not
these
giving
are
them any.
These are stones that are supposed to be like ancient scriptures thousands of years from now, so people will know how to live.
No, what's gonna end up happening is we'll go extinct. Some alien will come down here and they'll be extracting. Like, man, these people are fucking weird. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Look what they believed in. They're gonna think this is what we believed in because it's the only thing that survived.
100%. Also, so not only like, okay, if we had just left them untouched, somebody would think this was our Stonehenge, because it's like aligned perfectly with the sun and like at certain times of.
Yeah, but it's not that great because we have the technology to do that now.
I mean, yeah, on our iPhones, but
if they did it
have an
3,000
iPhone
years ago, we just uncovered it. Yeah, it would be like cool. But
oh yeah,
that's just some asshole with too much money.
Yeah, they just like ordered them on the back of a truck.
Yeah, he went to the gravestone company. He goes, okay, so I want the gravestones, but I want them really big,
really the biggest ones you can make. Okay,
and I really want some funky shit written on the side.
I mean, whoever, if that was a gravestone person, they just retired after that project.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's 8 different languages, please.
Yeah,
dude.
Also,
yeah, hell yeah.
So I wanted to add in closing, or my closing thoughts, Joe. You've got to, but I thought it was weird that they demolished the rest of it. Did you see that? They demolished the rest of it.
See, really, the plan was let's pay this guy, this crackhead, $200 to go blow it up, and then because they just didn't want it there, and they're like, okay, well, since it's slightly damaged, let's just take the whole thing down.
I mean,
it's not worth it.
That was the ploy. is
Yeah.
just to get rid of it.
I think he was driving a Toyota Corolla.
I bet he had insurance on
yeah,
it, whoever it was.
Well, it probably
You know?
still drives. Corollas are indestructible.
That's why it's the most common car, dude.
Dude, yeah.
They'll never go out of style. And they'll never die, dude.
Just like those little Toyota pickups that like you got like in the 80s and they're still like humming down the road and shit. You're like, damn. And it's carrying like way over its load limit. Like you're like, damn, that truck is badass. It's all swerving and shit.
It's got way too much weight in the back. Yeah.
It's always got some shit stacked way too high in the back of them old ass Toyota trucks.
It's always got like a really old like walnut dresser from like the 80s that has like like stickers on the back and it's like tied down with bungee cords and that bitch is swaying in the wind, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's dude. That's somebody that's gonna flip that. They're gonna sand it all down, put a new finish on it. You know,
man.
Now that's not going to be a dresser from the 80s. It's going to be a feng shui piece and some that's going to sell for $1,000.
They always have that one chair hanging off the left side that's kind of swaying like off the side of the truck. Dude, got to be careful with those old Toyotas. But people who drive them are professionals usually, you know? They're always professionals.
My grandfather had one of those Toyota trucks, those tiny ones though, right? Had it for like ever, all the way up north. He had it for like 20 something years up north. Finally, after like 10 years of living in Florida, after 20 years of having it up north, he sold it to a junkyard. That guy just like welded in some plates in the floorboards and kept driving it.
Dude, yeah. Like the little tiny single cab standard trucks. Yep. It only goes
AM
to like
radio.
Yeah, it only goes to like 60 on the speedometer. Those are great, dude. I love those trucks.
It only goes 60 because it knows it's like we're only going to go on back roads.
Test fate today, gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay, so Joe, did you make your piece on this on Georgia Guidestones?
Oh yeah.
Before we move on.
So basically, since they didn't roll them thousands of miles on logs and mined out quarries, they're not important. You just make new ones. Fuck it. You know?
Yep. Standing ovation.
And now, dude, like he may be able to get it cheaper.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, he probably got insurance on the damn things, right?
Yeah, he was like, you know what? Let's go make some Montana stones.
Maybe he's the same guy that put that shit in the desert.
Yeah, dude, the obelisk.
Oh my
That
god,
guy. He's just making,
Doing random shit all over the United States.
bro, like the largest troll ever. And this guy probably just has fuck you money, right?
It's probably like Bam Regina or Bam or one of the guys from
Right.
Jackass.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay. So next thing that happened that no one's heard about yet. We'll save that one. Is the CERN particle accelerator started up?
Yeah, if it jumped us to a new reality, I hope this one has lower gas prices.
Yeah, for sure. It would be kind of cool, man. Like if they fired up CERN this time and like shit just went back to normal, you know? Like
That would be nice.
they just started making new episodes of Seventh Heaven and shit. Like fucking everybody was just chilling. Fucking, you know, like just hanging with your friends on the
We
weekends.
start having
and
normal
shit.
politicians again.
Dude, yeah. You were
You
like,
know, the ones that lied to us, but we were cool with it because we couldn't catch them.
yeah.
they were like fun lies. They were like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, you know, things are going good, but don't
Oh
look
my
over
God.
here. Everything's still going good. You don't
Yeah.
even know nothing.
You're like, all right.
Maybe
I just got a new computer. Yeah, what am I complaining about? Look at this badass cell phone. There's a lot of cool shit that was coming out back then. I just want things to go back to normal. I want,
I think
it to be the
everybody does,
Berenstein
man.
Bears again, you know? I want C-3PO to have 2 gold legs again, you know? I miss it.
You seen that TikTok that's rolling around about the Publisher Clearinghouse? How McMahon never had anything to do with it. And I'm like, I remember that dude like standing outside with a fucking check. Here you go. Your life has changed.
They were like,
I haven't heard this
wasn't
one.
the guy. Yeah.
All right. So, do you remember Publisher Clearinghouse?
No.
Okay. So Publisher Clearinghouse in the 80s was basically just this sweepstakes. And if you won it, they'd send Egg McMahon out with a big ass check. And like you'd be standing out, you wouldn't even know he's coming and surprise you with this big ass check, right? Here's $1 million. Boom. Apparently it never happened.
What?
But there's like my whole generation remembers it.
Ed
Yeah,
McMahon.
yeah, everybody remembers it.
Was it specifically Ed McMahon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, he does look
like-
familiar.
I'm Ed McMahon.
This one says Johnny Carson confirms that Ed McMahon worked for public.
The Eggman works for publishing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but according to Published Clearinghouse, he never worked for them, and he never did that.
Weird.
It's crazy.
I'm thinking about, what am I thinking about? There was like this cartoon. Maybe it was
But that is just social media, so all of it can be completely bullshit too. So take that for a grain of salt.
yeah. I think social media is one of those like neuro pathways in the collective brain where like if somebody points out something that they misremembered, it also happens to anybody who hears that too. So like they're also, I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I think a lot of it's people misremembering stuff, but the Berenstain Bears is the one that gets me, bro. I don't know about the Egg McMahon. But like the Berenstain Bears, there's no fucking way it was the Berenstain Bears, dude.
Dude,
I always remember Berenstain, like as in they were, Jewish bears.
Like how would that be spelled?
Like just Stein at the end. Berenstain. Berenstain Bears. But apparently not.
That's how I remember it, with the EI, right? And not the AI.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Didn't they find nanu particles that are like even smaller than like what they found before? Like they even broke it down even further.
Yeah, 3 new particles.
Yeah.
That's as far as I've read so far.
Cool.
Okay. Here we
Also,
go.
I love how like short these articles are, dude. Like, look,
Well,
it's
there's no real
one
details
scroll.
on any of it. They're still studying them.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I feel like
Pornhub.
CERN hub.
I feel like they wasted money on the paint job. I mean, honestly, like it's underground. Nobody's really gonna see it. You know,
but
it's
look,
at
they got to
CERN.
pick
Like,
that great picture, though.
yeah, but like you really gotta like. You don't buy a house and then write the words "house" on it. Like that's dumb.
You didn't?
know, you're
Dude,
like,
I write the words
got it right
house
here.
on
You
all my
wanna see?
on my plumbing.
everybody knows. Like I know it's huge. Like you walk for miles. And you're like, where are
Well,
we at?
mine
You're
says
like, CERN.
mine says Gary's house.
Gary's house.
Gary's house, yeah. I love that.
It's like permanent marker, all huge above.
All janky across the window.
Yeah,
That's what they're gonna find a million years from now when we're all extinct. Is they're gonna find Gary's house on a piece of PVC.
Yeah.
It's like right above the garage. It looks like Andy from Toy Story wrote that shit up there with a crown.
It's on my storm shutters.
It says Gary's house.
Why is it like?
and it's got like a little sign underneath that
I'll
says
be going
boys
through with
only.
a flashlight. Something very wrong went down here. Ammunition spent everywhere.
The artist seemed to not really know how to spell all right. Seemed to like for some reason it's just written very very bad. I love that idea. I love it. The Andy writing.
This
I'm, like,
seems
making
to
fun
be
of
a
your
Rorschach
penmanship. I'm sorry,
painting.
Gary.
Oh wait, no, it's somebody's brains.
Oh, I missed that. It sounded like somebody was coming through my front door. My father-in-law is coming to drop off some luggage. We're having a get-together this weekend.
Oh, lucky
Anyway.
you.
Sounds like beers and boring times.
Oh yeah, dude. We're
Lots of weather talk.
my daughter's getting baptized, Catholic baptism, dude. So
Hey, it's a very I was baptized Catholic.
yeah,
For your barbecuing or what?
dude, we're doing a brisket. So that's what Jess is
Nice.
going. That's why she went to the store. She went to go get a
So you took
brisket.
so where'd you get your loan?
Dude, we actually had to contact the bank today, dude. We were like, look, it's $7 a pound. It's $7 a pound for prime right now.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
yeah.
bro. And then they have the nerve to put out the Wagyu at like $8 a pound. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, just keep that. Just freeze it. Save it for the recession later. I don't know.
Dude, I've been eating the grass-fed, grass-finished because it's only like 50 cents more than a regular one. So
Okay, I tried cooking one. Okay, what did you think of the grass fed?
I like it. I think it actually has that beef taste to it. Like
Yeah.
it's So when you go back to the cheap stuff, because like we've been poor this month, it's like this tastes like washed out beef. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, dude. Okay, same reaction with the beef flavor. The chew is like more hearty, but like for a brisket, like I don't know. I grew up on Louis Miller's in Taylor, Texas, so I'm just like expecting like it to be super making Joe hungry.
Like if it's lean, bro, you did it wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta get that chunky fat on the side. That's where the flavor and the juice is. Oh, and then like
these prices are getting so ridiculous. Anytime we actually have something with a good portion of meat with it, we feel like we're doing something wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. Does muscle weigh more than fat, or does fat weigh
4 times as much?
So then okay, all right. Well, oh, okay. I don't know. The grass fed, it was good. I just maybe you got to cook it differently. Anyway, brisket.
Yeah, it depends on what you're cooking. He's doing brisket, then just slow and low, man. Looks like you would do. Just for that bitch.
Definitely
Smack it on the butt a little bit, a little salt, a lot of smoke.
Definitely slower because it's naturally not as tender because of the lack of grain that's fed to it. But like the grain fed is usually more tender because of the marbling that occurs.
But it has a lot less of the taste.
Y'all are making me hungry.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to disagree with you because the fatty taste. I don't know. Maybe it's
a good chef can make anything taste good. So I mean,
that's true.
I could cut your foot off and make the best broth.
I feel like
I go for some Joe Foot soup.
Like the seasonings, they suck down in there, dude. It's so delicious. I don't know.
Yeah, but preparation is the key, though. I mean, are you gonna brine it?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see what my wife comes back with. If it is grass fed, I'll text you and let you and ask you how you did yours, because the grass fed one before was a pox, dude. It was a pox.
It's gonna have less. It's gonna be more lean, so you might want to like introduce some fat to it if it doesn't have a good fat cap.
Yeah.
So if is going to be trimmed already? Do you get yours trimmed or?
The one the ones at HEB are already trimmed, those grass fed ones. So yeah, well, unfortunately,
try to look for one that has a good fat cap if you're gonna do low and slow though.
Yeah,
with all that fat, it'll just half of it will melt into the meat, the other half keep it nice and safe. It's like a little heat cushion, you know.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then you just trim that shit off, or if it renders right, just fucking tear pieces off and eat it.
Dude, I save all my tallow. I freeze it for broths and cooking. I'm stoked.
Ben, you and your family are gonna be chilling this weekend, and I'm just gonna run in with my own plate and be like, I'm just gonna grab a plate real quick. I was gonna grab a plate.
Just roll it.
I just come in.
Starting to think about a road trip. Somebody's having beef. I'll be like,
yeah, dude.
Somebody's got beef.
Dude,
honestly,
I was like talking to your father-in-law. Hey, bro, can I borrow that macaroni spoon real quick? I'm just making a play. I'll be out of here real quick. And then
honestly,
I leave.
You could do that, and everybody would be fucking stoked.
I come in my flip-flops.
Oh shit, Joe was here.
I got my basketball shorts and flip-flops on. Hey.
You leave like.
Yep.
Hey, I don't stress about a plant-based diet. By the way, I see somebody. Yeah, you always have that one person that makes the comment of plant-based is the way for me. It's not a bad way to go. And honestly, right now, if you're on a budget, that is the way to go.
Yeah.
We
man.
We eat a lot of vegetarian meals. We're not vegetarians, but there's a lot of vegetarian meals that we do like. Like I know every time I do curry, it's always a vegetarian curry with tofu. So
yeah, dude, tofu. I don't know, man. I haven't had it cooked right yet. But,
me either, dude.
You know what I love
what's
is
there
broccoli.
to cook? Just get some extra firm, and it's the same consistency as like freaking an egg. Like when you make scrambled eggs, it's that same consistency except a little thicker, and then it just takes the taste of whatever you put it in. So it's good for stews, sauces. Some people just like to slice it and cook it in seasonings, but basically it just picks up the flavor of whatever it's in.
It's like I'm gonna cook it on some steak.
That's funny.
It's like on top of the steak.
No,
and then you just eat the steak.
There was this person that was like pretending to be like socially conscious and shit like that. Never had tofu. Said, "Oh, can you cook this tofu for me?" Yeah, sure. I just got done cooking burgers, so there's this big mess of fucking just grease from the
Like
burgers.
fat and grease.
So I cooked the tofu inside the burger juice. All the grease from the burger, and I gave it to them, and they're like, "Oh my god, I never realized how good tofu was." Like,
Yes.
And,
Got him.
And you never will.
And yeah, you'll never have that good of tofu again.
Yeah.
There's something about natural fats and amino acids that only exist in animals that process other grasses and vegetables, right? Like you're just not going to get that nutrients. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. I'm never
Well,
going vegetarian. I do like a vegetables.
It's
but
you know, I think that I could do it for a while, but I don't think I could ever be like a vegetarian because I really do enjoy a good steak. But we don't eat a ton of red meat either. We
Yeah.
do vary our diet a lot, but the more poor we get, less that happens.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have
Ends
to
up
like
being just a lot of chicken.
you have to start saving it, man, for like special
Yeah.
occasions, holidays, and festivals.
yeah.
You're like, all right, somebody go get the goat.
Yep.
The holiday season.
Hey,
no,
goat-
Dad. Petey.
Don't knock goat meat, man. No, I mean, I spent a lot of time in the Middle East. That goat
Oh, it's
meat's nothing
delicious.
to joke about. That shit's
Shit.
good.
Hell yeah.
Dude, goat meat like in Indian food, like in a curry, fucking delicious, dude.
It's good in a taco
Curries,
too. Shit.
goat shawarma. There's all kinds of stuff that's made out of goat. Goat cheese for pizzas is amazing. Pretty much anything you order in the Middle East is going to be goat. So you'd be
good.
like, oh, what's the meat? No, it's goat. Or lamb.
Okay, I've got a question, guys. So if we were to become some kind of society, right? Like after like an apocalypse, right? Like we have to take care of our own. We go underground. Maybe we have like tunnels underground, and like we're so much prepared. And there are no livestock. There's no meats, and there's only like what we can grow underground. Like maybe say we have an aquaponic system where we can grow. What is it that makes tofu? It's like it's a certain type of
Soy.
Yes. So like if we grow soy, like
You'd be growing amino acids and proteins. You wouldn't be growing soy underground, not unless
Okay.
you grow lights and things like that. If you had a full
Yeah.
aquaponics with grow lights and everything like that, you could get away with a lot of leafy stuff that grows quick, but long-term crops would suffer.
You'd probably be eating more bugs than anything.
Oh, dude, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Oh,
like
yeah.
ants and crickets and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Well, because nothing can replace the proteins from fats. I mean, you just got to eat a lot more beans and things like that to replace proteins, but it's not the same type of proteins as there are in animal fats, and your body doesn't utilize them in the same way.
Dude. All right. Well, that's we need to
Armadillos.
we need to start up.
I'm currently trying to get back on the wagon for keto right now, so I can lose some weight. We got some production things coming up soon, and I just hit 250 again. I'm all like, uh-oh.
Oops.
Starting to get a little chubby.
Yeah,
got the beard to cover the double and triple chin.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh.
It's thinking of like proteins and like eating bugs. I just watched Dumb and Dumber, and they have a worm farm. Worm farms, dude. Protein right there.
Yeah.
Mealworms
You
aren't
know?
that bad, especially toasted mealworms. They're crunchy. It's just like eating like a snack. I mean, generally, I've had candied ones that were really good. I've had ants. I've eaten scorpions. I've eaten snakes. I've eaten beetles.
Snake is delicious.
Basically, if you've ever seen it on a weird Asian market or a weird Middle Eastern market, I've probably eaten it.
Dude, like out here eating one of those night fish with a little gong on its face, with the little light bulb, dude. I wonder what that
Angler
fish tastes like.
Angler or
Anglerfish.
lanternfish.
Yes. I wonder if it tastes like Starburst. I bet it does.
It probably tastes like bones. I don't think there's a whole lot of meat on that one.
What if it's like super fruity and delicious though? It's like so fun.
Like the
Tastes like a
fruitiest,
Starburst.
the
Yeah,
fruitiest animal ever.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
It's so fruity. Okay. Next one, boys.
Wait, you didn't give me your thoughts on CERN, dude.
Oh. Well, me?
He's
Yeah.
concerned.
Oh my God. You gotta get out of here. So I think the CERN thing, dude, like talk to me like 6 months ago, I'd be all about it. But now I'm more of a thing where like Did we, by CERN doing whatever it's doing, did we open up a black hole? Did we change dimensions?
Well, we're still here, so they already turned it on, right?
Well, here's there's the flip side to that is if you change dimensions consciously, if you believe in the multiverse, you would never know that you switched into a different universe. So
Well, it
you
depends how
still
far you went.
exist. We still exist, but you just like the main character, like player one, upgraded to whatever new and
Yeah, till you slide into the dimension where everything's fucked up.
I don't know. See, that's a
Or
conundrum.
not dimension, but the reality where everything's fucked up. You gotta go through a red light and realize it's actually a green light in this dimension or this reality.
Yeah. Well, how do you know universe is fucked up, right? Like,
Well, that's just it. The question is if you do switch to the new reality, do most of your memories switch with it? Does it just overlay over your old memories, and that's actually what the Mandela effect is?
dude, I think it's this idea of the player one. So like the main character is your present. There's no like time doesn't exist. There's only the present, and your main player, whatever saved game you're playing with, is the deciding factor on who we are, who I am. So like, yes, multiverses exist, but like we skip multiverses. Some could say every time we go to sleep and wake up, or oh, my baby's crying. Sorry.
Well, every time you make a decision, technically you're in a new universe.
Yes, dude, 100%.
Every time your cell divides, every single time anything happens in the physical world, you could be creating an entirely alternate universe.
Yep.
BRB boys.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard.
you're by yourself.
Mm,
Yeah, the old lady shopping for brisket right now, dude.
nice.
So he's gotta go take care of it. But
That's
dude,
a little
yeah.
earlier in the day for you guys.
Yeah. I guess it's only 9:00. Yeah, it's just a little.
It's like
early.
almost 10 here. Everything here is closed.
Yeah.
I live super rural. They were all closed at 7.
Well, yeah, dude. No, I agree with you. Like that idea that like every time a cell multiplies, like who's to say? Like you're creating some other whole new universe somewhere.
I got a feeling that, just from the start of the Big Bang, when the first particle came into existence, that's when the only way reality can be sustained is the fact that there's multiple realities. The possibility of anything happening, the particle could have been any type of particle. So what makes it that particle? Because it's in this reality, which means there's an infinite amount of other realities to support all of the other options there could have been.
Yeah. And like just the idea of like the conditions for it to happen. Like if we look at everything, there's like a certain kind of format, like almost like a seed, right? Like there's a flower and it creates a seed, and the seed falls off, goes in the dirt, and then all of a sudden it starts growing, and like there's this cycle, and it's like, okay, so like if this universe exists, what are the elements necessary for this to continue to exist? Like is our
Mostly carbon.
universe is our universe just a growing flower that will produce a seed of another universe of some type? Like what's the life cycle of it?
That's another theory, is that we basically ballooned off of another universe, basically through the product of a black hole. The Big Bang was actually what the us looking at all of the matter coming through the black hole.
Is it like, you think it's possible that like when that did happen, like maybe like we're inside of it looking out, like we're inside of it looking out, and for us, it's expanding or whatever, but I would assume like the black holes, they eventually get bigger and bigger, right?
I think we won't really know until we can traverse a black hole and see what's on the other side. Because like if we roll through a black hole and there's a whole another universe through the black hole that's being fed by the matter coming from this universe, that means that every black hole, that there's a opposite of all the black holes pulling everything out of our universe right now into alternate universes.
So it'd be like a Russian doll, just a black hole,
like a nesting
basically
doll.
inside of a black hole, inside of a black hole, inside of a black hole.
But who started the first black hole?
Right, yeah. Yeah, and what is
Are we
that?
the primary, or is everything
Like,
coming off of us, or is it, vice versa?
yeah, yeah, and yeah,
Yeah, it starts to hurt your brain after a while.
dude. I know. It's just like you can't even, and like, what is that? What is that? What is that one? That law is it?
I hate goulash, Crowley.
Goulash.
I'm we made Hungarian goulash, but I never been a fan.
What is that? What is that? That theory called where like the simplest answer is usually the correct.
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor. Yeah.
When we're looking at this situation and like how you break that down, like we just did, right? Black holes inside of black holes inside of black holes. Like, is there a Occam's razor solution to that problem? It's hard to have an Occam solution to like something you don't know.
Well,
right?
we don't know what happened before the Big Bang, so that's really kind of hard. Like, basically, we know all of this matter came from this single point and started going out and coalesced into reality, or into all of our elementary particles, and then into our elements, and then into our complex carbon atoms, and complex hydrogen and helium, and and then started forming clusters, gas clouds, then planets, and the carbon started sticking to each other, making solid things like us.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Christina Morales says, "I'm so confused. Damn it, I don't understand what the fuck happened at CERN. Dumb it down to a seventh grade level." First of all, I just want to.
They turned it on, and everybody got worried.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is they're taking particles and speeding them to near light speeds, and then smashing them together. Now you do that, and some people feel like you could create. They've actually created mini black holes. There's all kinds of crazy shit that happens inside that collider. So the amount of energy that's released from two atoms colliding is actually pretty immense. Mm-hmm. So it's and then they basically just record. It's like, I don't know what this is made of, so they just smash it and then trying to find new shit. And since they just installed a whole new upgraded suite and sensors to try to, that are even more accurate than they ever have been, which that's the point of doing upgrades.
Yeah.
Got to do upgrades.
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
So Windows 99.
Yeah. So they actually are looking for elementary particles that we've never seen before by smashing the shit out of atoms.
So, like, we're discovering new things that don't exist in our reality yet.
No, they exist. We just haven't seen them. Because if they didn't exist, they wouldn't be there to begin with to smash. Oh. So if you smash them and they're there...
Is it? Can we say smoosh instead? I wonder if
we can smoosh it. We can smash it, smoosh it. We can kiss it, whatever makes you feel better.
But do they only exist because we have observed them?
Well, no, I think you're thinking light particles, and the experiment where they check to see whether it's a particle or a wave. This blind splits.
Yeah. Is there like I mean, it seems like if that is happening with light, it took a long time to figure that out. Is it possible that there's like other particles that act in a strange manner that we just have no idea yet? So like, it could be. Like, kind of, I guess. Like, like maybe there'd be another one.
Technically, you're just a waveform that if he shifted at all, you'd not exist. So,
dude, I know. I'm just
you're literally shot. You're literally 99.9% nothing.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said.
But that's something that we love.
Oh, dude. Yes. The odds are so crazy, dude. Like, what are the odds? Like,
spooky.
Wouldn't it be crazy, like, in the future, right now, it's like, what are the odds that you exist right now, right? Like,
they're actually like, really, really bad.
they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad, yeah, but that's based off of what we know right now, right? Like,
the odds of us ever being created and being able to have this conversation are so high, you could have won the lottery so many times over. I mean, it's such a ridiculous number that it would make the lottery like, oh, I won the lottery. Oh, that's no big deal.
This guy
I was
wins the lottery
created.
every day. Damn
I was
it.
created. There's the lotto. Boom.
I need to be winning the lottery more,
Yeah.
dude. It's very it's very frustrating, but it's also very cool because there's so much that you don't know. You know, it'd be so cool to just know.
It would be super cool to
Why we have
know.
scientists.
I know, and I wish. Here's the thing, though. We have scientists, and I, it'd be cool if like I was a scientist because then I could just figure it out for myself.
You're a
But like,
scientist, right?
even then, yeah, I am a doctor scientist. Yeah, for sure. But even then, it's still too slow, right? The mind is just such a curious thing that it's not a bad thing. It's such a good thing that we have scientists. But like at the same time, it's like with a super curious mind, you're just like you wish you knew. Like that you're going to die, not having some cool answers, right? Or I don't know. Maybe it's just the time that we live in, right? Did the ancients ever think like, man, in the future,
No, they didn't.
I'm gonna drive a
what
car.
They did think.
The ancients.
I'm going to miss out on driving a car. What a bummer. Like, and there's things that I don't even know, like, that are going to exist in the future. I'm totally going to miss out on it, dude. And, like, the thing that sucks is, like, I'm going to miss out on the shit that we do know about. Like, I'm never going to drive a flying car. Like, what a bummer, And I know it exists.
You
I know
could, man.
I know it
Just
exists.
smoke some DMT. Let's go, dude.
I mean, yeah.
That's better than a flying car, dude. You're like,
Who
I think
needs
that's
a
more
car?
of an internal trip, brother.
dude, I want to do
Not
it
sure.
so bad.
I'm sure that's pretty self-contained.
I want to do it so bad. It's way cheaper, and you don't have to buy insurance. There's a whole thing with flying cars, right? You got to like check with FAA, and you got to like learn how to do stuff.
Not if you're Han Solo.
No, dude, he crossed the galaxy in under 12 parsecs. That's not.
That was the something run. I can't remember what it was.
Okay, there was one more thing in the news, Joe. I don't think I pulled it up. Can you remember what it was? It was weird. Did you guys talk about this while I was putting Evs back to?
No, the Ukrainian mathematician.
Yeah, so Fat Base sent us this.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. This was basically just talking about like the different dimensions that we have and stuff. There's like a small little portion. Like most of it's just talk. But let's see. They were basically talking about how like in the third space, the most efficient way to pack spheres is in like a pyramid arrangement. This chick figured out how to do it more efficiently. And let's see what they say.
It still ended up being a pyramid.
Cohen worked with the Vyazokoska, something
You're
like
already
that.
beyond me.
Yeah. And she was basically saying that they extended the results because they're always looking for more dimensions. This is old news, I'm sure, but the result was they found 24 dimensional spaces.
What if instead of a pyramid shape, it was the shape of boobs, dude?
It could be. Infinite, right? It's infinite.
Man. It's a Fibonacci sequence in there, man. It's natural.
I think that
guess
would be some intergalactic child support or something would end up happening.
Dude, that would be a bummer. It's kind of cool because I assume. Well, it seems like they have like a good understanding. Like all the people who are doing the science are like, look, we have an understanding. Like it seems like they're kind of still like. They're obviously still working on it, right? So they don't know for sure. So when you hear them say like, yeah, so far we've discovered up to 11 dimensions. Like
they're just sitting in a room trying to beat each other. I mean, that's really, literally like, oh yeah, you think you got a lot of dimensions? Check this. I just found 24.
24. Right.
Yeah. And I used a cone, just like Madonna. All right. What?
I use a freaking cone. I feel like 24 dimensions is too many dimensions. It's too many.
I guess like it's like, yeah, it's just like competition, but at the same time, like all these people are finding dimensions. Like how many doors does that open up? Is it even worth it to find out that we have like 1 million dimensions? Like, does it matter how many dimensions we have if we can't even figure this one out? Yeah, like I mean, is
Preach,
it
Joe.
good stuff that you
Preach,
need
Joe.
to know, like to put on the shelf, right? Because that's you're striving for that, obviously. But like, do we need to spend time looking for more dimensions when we already know that, like, okay, we did find 5, and now we found 11. Oh shit, now we know that there's 24. But unless we can get to the,
I think it's getting to the point to prove infinity. If you can prove for infinity, I think that it starts to make gradual sense that it may be part of the lattice work of reality. So, well, I'm not going to go too far into that. That's starting to get into unentertaining stuff.
But that makes sense, though. It puts a purpose to figuring out why we need to know how many dimensions there are, and are they infinity? Because if it, like I was saying, like,
well,
if we can't figure out
for each dimension they figure out, they can actually they can figure out like a different aspect of the way reality works. So the way an atom interacts with each other subatomically, whether it can atomically, subatomically, macro, micro, everything. It basically will start piecing that picture together further and further. It's like if you take your camera out and you got that special, like I just got a Pixel 6, and you could take those pictures where you just take a shitload of pictures and it stitches them together.
Cool.
That's basically what they're doing, is they're taking all these mathematical pictures, the people at CERN checking for particles, these people looking for dimensions, people looking for dark matter. Speaking of two of the scientists working for dark matter in the United States are on my team right now. They're all stitching together these pictures for a better understanding of everything, where it doesn't immediately coalesce exactly why this is important, but this work could end up being super important for something somebody else is theorizing.
Yeah. Same thing with like the Mars rover and James Webb's telescope, like stitching together images based off of algorithms, programs, computer stuff. Like, it's so fascinating. Like,
they just Googled it.
I just Googled the word algorithm, and
they just used the AI from Google. It's
alive.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't a meteorite just hit the James Webb? Did it just like blow a hole through it?
What happened?
Like a meteorite went
not.
through and hit the James Webb, and they were like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
But we did get hit by a little meteorite.
We're gonna miss, we're missing 2 parsecs now, but it's all right.
So it's a micrometeoroid. I'm reading this, which has damaged one of the 18 beryllium gold segments that make up its 6.5 meter mirror. So it's like, think of like space dust, but it's moving so damn fast. And James Webb.
Well, we're moving 63 million miles an hour through the universe. So,
well, yeah, it's all relative. Like, right? So like the dust could be sitting still, just being like, I'm dust. I'm fucking. Hey.
That's why I always kind of laugh when people talk about, like, can't they just calculate the where they are versus everywhere else? I go, well, we're moving 63 million miles a second, so
there's a lot of zeros. It takes a long time, a lot of paper.
Yeah. I mean, those stars are also moving. Everything is moving.
Everything. So what's crazy is like there is no constant, and maybe there's one constant within one universe, because
whoever did the great sneeze that made us.
Dude, right? Because like that would be the ultimate constant, right? Because there's like, but everything else, it's all relative to each other. Like our perception of time and space is relative to.
I love that book.
Our sneeze, Oh, dude, I love that. I love thinking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, James Webb Telescope is fine. It just had a little bit of dust on there. Call a window cleaner.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
AAA will go out there and fix it.
Oh, dude, they paid for it. It's paid for, so they have to.
That would be an amazing service, by the way. Elon Musk, if you want to partner, let me know. Hit me up. But yeah, like a repair
just drive
service
over there in his Roadster.
where you can just fly
it's
up
already
there.
up there.
Just go fix some shit. Come back. You're gonna have to have space mechanics at some point. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a very big industry at some point. Space mechanics are gonna be just like your local mechanic down the street at some point. We might as well get started. Let's do it. Space hotels. Come on. I saw it last year's Super Bowl. There was only one. And it was like the very first commercial on Super Bowl where they were talking about the space hotel, and it didn't air at all anymore. And I thought it was pretty secretive and like weird. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Space mechanics. You're gonna need them.
All I want to see is like looking at a live feed of the James Webb Telescope or something similar, and then seeing Joe's mug coming up with a squeegee and like cleaning the windshield off of the camera. Like, dude, that would be a fun day.
Yeah. You know? I'll be the face of it.
I think you could be the face of dude.
Go to this hotel in space because I liked it. It was cool.
Because I liked it.
Our slogan can be, "Do you have a broken down spaceship?"
Our thumbs are up the whole time.
Well, don't worry. Even if it breaks down, we give you good APR on a new spaceship.
That's right. Zero down, zero APR.
Yep.
Come and get it. All right.
The rest of the commercial is just me and Joe high-fiving over and over and over and over again.
80s style with the legs up and everything at the end.
Yes, dude.
You know, we should start a website where you can pre-order spaceships. We'll design the spaceships. You can pre-order spaceships.
They get a stick figure in the mail. We just said it was a design.
Well,
we got two options. We got the toilet shape, we got the dick shape, and we got the boob shape. Okay, there's three options.
The catch is, right? The catch is, we're not saying, that spaceships exist. We're saying that when they exist, you can totally order one from us. So you can pre-order now, and we'll get it to you
they're only
whenever
$63 billion a piece.
whenever they become available, we'll get one to you.
We only accept crypto.
We're called the space dudes.
Space dudes.
Fucking
Hell
Texas
yeah.
blowing up.
I mean, selling future blueprints to a spaceship is just like, I feel like it's the same thing as some of these cryptocurrency coins. I don't want to talk about crypto coin. I'm just making an analogy. I'm just saying it's just a bunch of floof. Sometimes. I'm not saying all crypto is. It's just like some banana coin or
Just
like,
a bunch of stuff people making up.
What people? Yeah,
Listen, do not make fun of my pizza coins, please.
dude. If you had a coin, I'd buy
I'm
it.
2 more pizzas away from getting a full coin. So
Dude,
You gotta get more slices, dude. You gotta work for that though.
it's crazy in this day and age. Like people are spending like 6 figures on like pictures of bananas and shit. Like it's crazy.
Oh, you're talking about the NFTs.
Yeah, you're like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, I paid this last night. Fuck.
I'm shit. I got some NFTs. If some people want to buy them, all the proceeds go to UAPX. I can make them on demand.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what it all means. I don't get it.
All right, so an NFT is basically a picture that all of the data for the picture is encrypted into a blockchain, and that blockchain then will basically enable it to be a unique piece. So they'll do a limited edition. Say, okay, I'm making 5 prints of this digital image, and it'll never be reproduced again because it's on a blockchain, and unless you can verify the blockchain, it's not real. So
how do you show it off? Like, how do you be like, hey, I got this?
You don't
just have it in your house.
You have like a digital wallet, and you just show the NFT off. Or you can print and copy it all over the place, but because it can be verified with a blockchain, nobody can actually steal it.
Okay, well, that was the easiest explanation, and I completely understand it now. Actually, like, I knew some pieces of it, but I didn't know those missing pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so dudes, we were talking about like where do we spend our focus, right? Like as a species, and we talk about like all these
Mostly
billionaires.
masturbation.
See, that's where we should be spending most
Sex.
of it.
Mostly. You have to.
What else?
It's important. It's literally the most important thing to the survival of the...
I love how we go super deep and talk about like the beginnings of the universe and then right to masturbation.
it's how I mean it's imperative to the survival of the human species. I mean, not like blowing one into a sock, obviously, right? But like, sex. It's important.
If we took what Pornhub makes in like 1 month, I could probably run my entire company for the next 10 years.
Dude, seriously.
I think everybody's trying to get that Pornhub money.
And what's crazy, bro, is like they make that money and you can watch it for free. Like, that's
They're
crazy.
still
It's
making
like,
that money.
And they're still making the money. They're like, yeah, watch as many free videos as you want. You're like, I don't know. I want that quality video that doesn't even matter to my eye. I want that really high quality shit. And it's
I'm just glad I got a good imagination.
yeah, man. It's crazy. Yeah, they make a lot of money.
Okay, so I'm trying to keep on track on this idea. I'm like trying to get better at this.
Maybe UAPX, right? For every donation, you get
what kind of donation?
You get a little video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be scratching my ear and going, ooh.
You gotta hire some
Get some
you gotta hire
SMR, or what do they call it? The
UAPX. UAPX OnlyFans girls.
SMR, that's
y'all
what it
cut
is,
it.
yeah.
You get 10%. They keep the rest.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. That's not just the women. Whoever wants to listen to it, I don't care what you call yourself. You want to listen to it and pay for it? I'll sit here and just all night for you.
You gotta like smack. I hate ASMR stuff. God, I hate it. It drives me nuts.
All you gotta
Crowley, I'm pretty sure these two could power anything if they did.
Yeah. UAPXXX, dude.
Oh my God, my scientists are running for the hills at this point.
But the money is rolling into the bank account, so keep it going. You know what I'm saying? People don't like science; they like porno. If there's a way
True.
we can mix science and porno together so well, like Ben and I, you'll be rolling in the dough.
I mean, it's an idea. I think we got a pretty big.
You
team
should
now.
find some of the hottest porn stars right now, right? And then you should let them wear UAPX logos and like hats, like they're working on like cameras and stuff, and like they're like scientists, and like there's like a hot session in the UAPX,
my guys, I'm not sure they're gonna approve that one. I mean, we're having a hard time, like, because we've had such a bad taste in our mouth when it comes to Hollywood.
I mean, dude, Ben and I will film it.
Oh, I bet you would.
We'll film it.
Yeah.
It's for science.
It is for science.
It's for science, We're doing it for science.
Porn
That's what
for
people don't
science.
understand. Porn for
I
science.
thought that was stripping.
No, that's just how you get through
that's how you
grad
get through
school
college.
to become a scientist, right? And then you just
Then
move
realize
up
you make more money there.
just move up to the big leagues.
Okay.
You know what? Let's discuss this. We're on to something.
sure it
We'll
already
discuss this.
exists.
Cassie says it's a good idea. Side support, yes. Okay,
There you go.
but I do have a question involving like SpaceX and like the trajectory of this expedition to Mars. Like, why is it such a big deal, and why would we not spend the money that we're spending on getting to Mars on like stuff that maybe we could
trying
fix?
to get the fuck out of here before we fuck everything up.
So there's
look,
there's like two schools
y'all are
of thought,
hopeless.
right?
I'm just gonna pour my money into getting the hell out of here. I'm gonna go to this other planet that's already been fucked up. At least I'll own this whole planet.
Yeah, this will be mine.
I mean, it's got to be something like that, right?
Yeah, he's gonna rename Mars
Musk, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Musk.
Planet Musk. Don't go there. You need deodorant.
If you're the only person that can get there, do you need a military defense?
Well, that's just it. You won't always be the only person that can get there unless like humanity destroys itself before it can. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, the first people to go there are going to die. I guarantee it. The first colony is not going to work.
Well, I mean, everybody's going to die.
No, I mean like
quicker.
It'll
like
probably
very-
crash
okay.
into the side of the planet, or get down there and just realize, oh man, terraforming is going to take a lot longer than we thought.
They're like, damn, this is not
They're
gonna
like out
work.
there with a rake. Like, guys, this is way harder than
Yeah,
I
I don't
thought.
think it's going to end up being like what's that one movie with where he was potato farming with his own poop because he got
Honestly,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
dope movie.
The
with
that was a
Matt
really
Damon.
good movie. Yeah, Matt
Matt
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. It's a great movie, but I
was.
feel like it's very like realistic. Like nitrogen, poop. There's all this kind of there's this stuff in poop, right? Like you just put it in the soil, man. Smart,
Yeah, smart. There it is.
Poop is smart, dude.
dude. See, you get it.
Actually, the biome in poop is smart, not poop itself.
Poop is
See,
dumb.
that's
dude.
even smarter, dude.
We need to make a shirt. Poop is dumb, but the biome inside of poop is smart. Gary Voorhis.
I'm gonna make that shirt.
It'll
Like,
be an official Gary Voorhis shirt.
It's kind of like the soil from the Amazon, man. I mean, it's not really the soil; it's what's in the soil.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, dude.
it's those microbes.
It's got so much to munch on, dude.
okay, really quick. Poop is dumb. What was the rest of it?
Poop is dumb.
But the biome is smart.
It's the
Biome.
all right. It's the biome that's all right. We're gonna workshop this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work that. That doesn't sound good at all. It's probably completely wrong. I would say the microbes are right. Poop is dumb, but the microbes are smart.
I love it. Okay, so all right, I got to get to the root of this, guys, because like there's like two schools of thought. It's like one's like this over this public statement where like, oh, by doing this, trying to get to Mars and doing all this science and engineering, we're inspiring the youth to continue this search for the great beyond, something bigger than ourselves. Like, that's great. That seems like so hopeful.
Yeah.
Like the cynic in all of us, I think, is thinking like exactly what you said, Gary. And I think a lot of people are thinking like, oh no, you just want like an escape
Bitch,
route.
you
though,
ain't going
right?
to Mars. We ain't going to Mars.
Oh no,
I make a whole lot more money.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, though, dude, right? Is like, even if we do save the planet, like, you still want to learn how to go to other planets.
I say we let the planet get right to the brink, right? So they all feel like they have to leave, and we get rid of all those fucking douchebags.
Hell yeah.
And then we save the planet, and we're like, why'd you leave, guy?
Oh,
Sorry,
and
you
they're
can't
and
come
they're like
back.
shitting in their own potato soil, and then we're like,
Exactly. They're all dying on Mars because they didn't
oh,
really
you want us to
think it
send you
through
more
as best.
fuel to get back to Earth? No, sorry, dude.
Well, they got plenty of fuel.
We don't use fuel anymore. We exist off of
Yeah,
mushroom
we
thoughts.
figured out that we could just manifest it with our minds, and we don't have to do anything anymore.
Dude, that's where the true technology is, man.
In your mind.
Yeah, to believe some people.
Manifesting thoughts, the stuff with your mind. I think it's true. I think it's possible. I've done it. I made a sandwich up here once.
I got
thought
to meet
about
William Shatner, Crowley.
It's true.
Is he a cool
Crowley
dude?
says-
You said he was a cool dude, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. He had me in stitches the whole time he was there. He was making fun of our producer.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go down that storyline though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Man.
Yeah, he was a trip. And Matthew, Shadagas, and Kevin, and yeah, a lot of the guys on my team were real big fans. I mean, hell, I grew up watching the guy on TV. My mom was a big Star Trek fan, so I mean, I always watched him every week.
That's pretty good.
But
Good.
he's always an inspiration. You know, if I was smarter, I would have went and got a doctorate and become an actual scientist. But instead, I just begged some to join me.
I mean, hey, it's not too bad,
That's pretty dope. I mean, I feel like you're doing pretty good.
You did pretty good. You got 2 scientists studying dark matter.
Yeah, we actually just
That's cool.
we just got 2 new physicists on board, so we have a total of 4 physicists working with UAPX now. You can check out the website, their bios, profiles. It's not all white guys now. We have one woman.
Nice, dude.
Very nice.
Yep. Cecilia Levy, which is Dr. Cecilia Levy. She just joined us, and Ben Plot. He and sorry if I killed your last name, guy, but they're also physicists. One was a student of Kevin Knuth's at one point, and the other one works with Matthew. So,
Heck yeah, dude! So you got some new team members,
well,
man. That's awesome.
she's proven to be a very, very valuable team member so far, because she literally, like, we're all over here going, oh, well, this is that, and then she just comes out of left field. Yeah, well, why don't we just do this? Well, that's just because that makes more sense. That's why we don't do that. And then we all have to just stop and just suck in that humble pie.
That's it. Isn't that the best?
And then just say, yeah, we got to redo all that. Because there's an upcoming event that we're all stressing about getting an experiment together to go do, and she's like, well, why don't we just offer our scientific know-how about what they're doing already? And I'm like, that's a good idea, because we don't have time for an event right now. We don't have time to plan an experiment. So
What's on the horizon as far as like experiments? Are you guys? I know these like you've
well, I
been
can't
featured
talk
in a few
about some
documentaries.
things, but we will not be appearing in whatever the hell comes after A Tear in the Sky 2. We decided not to go that direction again, but we are, we're developing with Ron Olsch of the UFO DAP system. He's assisting us in developing a new standalone system that we're actually going to incorporate a whole slew of camera systems with different types of color filters, different types of light filters, try to get a multispectral picture of whatever the UFO DAP tracks. Every camera will track with it, including FLIR, and
cool.
all the DSL cameras with all the different color filters and different light filters. So
Cool.
that's one of the things we're developing. And then we've got some cool gadgets that are being developed for the Osiris. One that will actually be able to pinpoint any type of RF signal where it is and give us a map, so we can drive there. So he's got some cool things on the horizon. We're looking at I know Jeremy's like super hyped up about trying to get a passive radar system too.
Yeah.
And then we're also looking to put we got a actually somebody that we met on our Discord. He's actually developing an ADS or like an automated system to track everything that's going over our head and record it. So we don't have to just keep going on our phones going, oh, is that a plane above us? Or what flight was that? So
that'd be nice.
It'll actually track all that data real time, and it doesn't require like an internet access or anything. It just will do it anyways using transponder.
Yeah.
So it's like, we got some pretty cool stuff being developed right now, because we learned a lot of lessons from, our first expedition. So.
Okay, I have a dream about UAPX, and here it is. I'm just gonna give it to you. Take it as far as you want, but I think you guys should put a station on the moon and look down to Earth. That would be cool. How is that possible?
I would love to look down on you. No, but I would love to, man. But I mean, what kind of fucking cost you, dude? We can't afford to put a satellite up. Never mind, fucking get anything on the moon. That's a hell of a lot cheaper.
That's my thought process. Like, skip the satellite. That's child's play, dude. Go straight to the moon, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we ain't got that kind of budget, man.
Hey, man, I got a couple
rockets
left over from 4th of July. Let's go, dude.
Rubber is cheaper than rocket fuel. So I propose the slingshot method. A massive slingshot with a giant like space hamster ball, and you time it just right. You put one of your scientists, maybe the new lady scientist in there. She's Nope, she's too important. Pick one of the other scientists. And
it'd have to be me or somebody that can do without. They can always get another admin guy.
They're like, all right, Gary,
Our
we
new-
found some guy to answer some emails. I'm gonna need you to get inside of this giant sphere.
Yeah, like welcome our newest member, email guy.
Logan,
Also,
hold on,
His-
we got a question here, real quick.
His
Logan,
name is also Gary.
if you direct message Jeremy McGowan or the Osiris on Twitter, he can tell you the exact frequencies. I don't know about UAP, but those are the frequencies that like Travis Taylor and Lou Elizondo and a lot of these guys are all looking for when this stuff happens.
tell me more about these frequencies. What does that? Explain more about that.
There's certain frequencies that we were given that are within a certain range, and those frequencies seem to be active when there's UAP activity going on.
Are these radio frequencies? Are they like
RF
spectrum?
frequencies?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Like that means that there's something in our atmosphere that's emitting a frequency within a spectrum that has some type of signature that's like consistent that other people have tracked with phenomenon.
yes,
Oh,
and the big dogs. Those are the guys that are 1.21 gigawatts. I love that.
what?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Gigawatt.
The
I'll just go
classic.
down to the local store and pick up some plutonium. Oh, I love that movie.
Dude, I feel like it, plutonium. I don't know. You've heard like these stories about like DMT like being existing in all like almost like there's like a trace amount in all living plants. I wonder if like the same thing about like plutonium or something like is volatile or powerful that could be good used for good or bad is like just exists in all matter. Like there's a trace amount in all matter. I like that idea.
Well, I don't know so much about that, but everything's made of electrons and particles. So I mean, those particles are all the same, and no matter what you're looking at. So technically, you're right. But that's
You're
I'm
right,
giving
dude.
you you a very stretch just to make you right.
Thank you for clarifying, dude.
All matter is made of the same shit. So technically, you're right.
I mean, you could say that's like you could answer that to everything, right?
No, dude,
Yeah.
some things are wrong.
No. You ever seen uranium glass? That stuff is badass.
Uranium glass?
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, check that stuff out. That stuff is cool as shit. It's basically glass that's made with uranium powder. There was a period of time that they made it a lot, but people get sick. So, well, you couldn't eat off it. I mean, you can look at it. It's not like you can handle it and you can have it. It's not gonna kill you. It's not so radioactive that it's gonna hurt you. But if you like eating off of it and shit like that, and pieces chip off, and you're consuming that stuff, that's no good. Kind of like just as a PSA: if you have a Teflon pan and it's peeling, throw that shit away.
Also, another
And-
PSA:
and
if
also-
you're consuming glass, no matter whether it's made of uranium or not, you probably shouldn't.
Well, I'm talking about just like even the little scrapes, like when you scrape a plate, a little piece of
Yeah,
that
little
plate comes off.
flakes.
And I mean, after a certain amount of time, you're consuming that plutonium inside. So, now I'm sure it's going to take a couple of years to really feel the effects of it, but I'm sure it's not going to help that tumor growth that's already there, from all the other shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Sugar tumor. Here's some plutonium.
So what? Okay. So honestly, I was gonna ask, what is Teflon? Is it like
It's tape, bro.
are we talking
knows
like
that.
Tupperware? Like we just said plates.
No, Teflon is a coating that they put on a pan to make it nonstick. It was developed by NASA. And what was it, 3M that made that?
I've
or
eaten
is it-
so much Teflon.
It's
Yeah.
also it's
primarily
also
it gives
what
you the
Gary
shits.
said.
I shit so much.
It's because all your pans have Teflon on them, dude.
It basically, people that cook everything on super high heat tend to end up having Teflon peel, or if you use metal on Teflon, it'll like scratch the surface. Once the surface is scratched, then it'll oxidize underneath and it'll start to lift. And so you get these Teflon flakes all over the place. Those Teflon flakes, after a while, can be toxic, and it actually will give you the shits too. So
Crowley says Teflon is why we have small penises.
No, that's just how you were born,
Sorry,
Crowley.
boys. Yeah.
Calm down. You can't lump us. Don't lump us all into your small penis category.
Wait, Crowley said, "Wait, I mean you guys."
No.
Yeah, nobody. No.
I remember you were telling us the story about all the Teflon pans you used to have in your house. Remember that one time, Crowley? You were telling us about that? That's on you, man. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know why all these pans keep peeling. What temperature do you cook at? High. Everything high. Well, with Teflon pans, you don't have to cook it at a higher temperature anyways. It distributes heat very well, so you end up actually being able to cook at a lower temperature and get the same results.
Teflon omelets are the best.
Is that pepper? Nah, that's Teflon.
It's Teflon, definitely. It's a little bit crunchy.
Everybody in this channel that grew up poor has eaten tons of Teflon. Because I tell you what, your parents weren't buying Circulon. They were buying that cheap dollar store Teflon pan that as soon as you hit medium heat, it starts to peel.
That's for sure. Yeah. And still to this day, I'm not gonna say who has a Teflon pan in their house, but somebody I know has a Teflon pan in their house for sure, and that's me.
Everybody does. Depending on the quality of the pan, is how much abuse you can give it.
Yeah. Oh, mine are abused. Mine are like years old, but
well, you take care of them; they'll last a lifetime. But I mean, that's just it. Nobody does.
Yeah, no, they scratch too easy. Sometimes a fork is
you
right
use
there whenever the spatula is across the room or it's in the sink, and the fork that's sitting right there is
that Teflon pan.
I know. It's such a tough choice to make. But now learning about Teflon poisoning, I think I'm going to have a different outlook on this whole situation from now on.
Tide, I would have no effing idea if there's a base in the Arctic. That's literally a conspiracy theory. There's a conspiracy theory that either there's a UAP base in the Arctic or the Nazis have UAP technology in the Arctic. There's all kinds of weird shit about the Arctic because there's nobody there except for a handful of researchers, and it's illegal to go there. So,
and the aliens.
Yes. But it's illegal for a lot of good reasons, though, because you pretty much just die there. I mean, it's like going out in the middle of Death Valley and just kind of hanging out. It's not a good place to be.
It's just not a good idea to do that. It's I mean, like, even though like it's hard to go, like it's hard to be there, right?
There's a conspiracy theory I got emailed the other day. They told me that Nazis invented time travel during World War II, went into the future, got UFOs, and came back. And by the time they got back, they had already lost the war, so they hid out in Antarctica.
You're like, wait, they time traveled? You said?
Yeah.
They should have went back to before they lost the war, then, right?
You would think, right? Maybe they went ahead and said, you know what? Maybe this isn't the way. Maybe we should just start investing in America. Take it over with money.
Yeah, seriously, we'll do that and hang out in Argentina. Want to do that?
Yeah.
They're like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll hide all of our shit down in Antarctica.
Yeah,
nobody can go there. Some of those things, man, like with Antarctica, I mean, it sucks that you can't just go there, right? Like you'd have to be a serious professional.
It's seriously a lot larger than most people realize. I mean, you can't fly. You can fly over it, but if it would take almost all your gas to fly over it in like a 747.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it's a big fucking place.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the map, the normal map, that's not
accurate representation
of size at all in any way, shape, or form. Like the world doesn't actually look like that. Right shapes, different sizes.
Yeah. Africa's all small and shit.
Is the Kecksburg the Glock, or is that the where the Bell landed? I get them all mixed up because I don't really care.
No, Kexper, wasn't that the thing that acorn
Or
thing in Michigan?
that's what I was thinking.
And then the Glock
The
is
Glock or the Bell.
yeah.
It was the technically it was supposed to be either an anti-gravity device or it was a time traveling device. They don't know, but
Yeah.
either way, a lot of scientists got killed because of the radioactive energy coming off of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Is it the same machine or is it inspired? You know, is it an inspired machine?
Yeah, the Acorn was weird because that one was picked up by the military hella quick too. Like, I mean, it was the same night that it landed. They were there. I mean, it's like they were just. I mean, then again, it was in a time when they could track it coming in from the atmosphere. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's a that's a weird one, man. All the different shapes and sizes of the things that have been reported are pretty neat,
Well, remember, just I mean, it doesn't really. You can't really be surprised that there's a multitude of shapes and sizes and different things because you've got all these different aspects to the phenomenon. We got mental illness. You've got the fact that these aren't going to stay the same for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some things that might stay similar, but we don't. Our cars don't look the same. Why would their vehicles look the same over time? So
Yeah,
obviously,
and that's one of my biggest assumptions to why you see certain models
Plus,
within certain eras of throughout the UFO history. You see more of a certain type of something. Like it could be just changing models. Could be completely different things. Could be.
That plus,
Who
you could
knows,
just
right?
have a lot of different things going on.
Yeah.
An orb could literally just be the reflection off of something, and you just like, oh my god, it's a fucking orb. I never thought I'd see one, but really, it's a lensing effect, or something,
Right.
or earth lights, or I mean, there could be all kinds of natural things. Like I'm pretty sure the Martha lights are a natural phenomenon. I mean, less than 100 miles away, they're fracking, and there's like clouds of methane killing animals, and fucking the mortality rate of children is like through the roof. And it's probably Odessa, Texas, is probably one of the biggest shitholes you could possibly ever go to.
I'll agree with that part.
Yeah, I would never live anywhere near the Odessa
No.
Odessa area because of all that fracking.
But I mean, the Marfa lights. I mean, that's one thing that we can say that have been around for a long time, way before the Marfa lights. I mean, and some of those things,
Well, it's just that whole area is, you've got all these natural gas deposits. You've got all this
caverns
geologic problems, caverns. You got all kinds of crazy shit there. There's geologically could be causing all these problems.
It's a lot more, a lot more rocks and caves and all kinds of stuff out there.
I'd have to see them for myself to really kind of get a feel for them, and that's a long-term study thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. I mean, they've done so many studies. They've done a lot of studies, and they're always silly though, man. Like every time they come out, they're always like.
That's one thing I get irritated with these documentaries. I mean, even with ours, people have to realize we were only there for 5 days and only 4 days of actual good data recording.
Yeah.
So, and even that is, we had people moving cameras. We had, all kinds of shenanigans going on because of the production. So,
yeah.
And it's like, if you move my fucking camera one more time for a better shot, I'm going to thump you, It's just like,
I mean, with these things, it's kind of like, what is okay, you guys have been studying it for all this time now. How many times are you going to tell us it could be car lights in the sky? How many times are you going to tell me that it could be lanterns? Like, people have been seeing these for hundreds of years. Like, and you guys keep doing scientific studies and keep saying the same shit.
The phenomenon, because I mean, it generally only happens in one area, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. In the area,
if they basically set up permanent research stations in 3 different points on 3 different sides of that area, they can actually try to figure out exactly where those lights manifest and just kind of start coming in closer and closer and closer. And if it's one particular area, they just be right the fuck underneath these things when they happen, so they can get a better idea. But nobody's ever taking that kind of. I mean, between private property and things like that, nobody's ever really taken that much interest in them because they're, honestly kind of boring. Other than just seeing it's like a tourist attraction.
We talk about the Marfa lights right now,
We are.
dude.
I mean,
Okay.
we've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen them. My wife, who is not a believer, but she's open to it. She saw them and was like, I don't know. There's something, man.
That's why I say it's worth checking out. But I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna throw the resources at it. We thought about bringing the Osiris over there and just kind of doing a part-time investigation on it, but then it was too close to that shithole Odessa. So,
Oh, what are you talking about, Odessa? Shit, fire, man.
yeah, I don't want to accidentally roll through a fucking methane cloud.
Oh, you're talking about
Pretty
swamp
bad.
gas.
Ugh. I used to live there. It smelled like farts and there were sandstorms all the time. And then when there were sandstorms, then it was just like really painful, stingy farts flying through the air. And like
Painful stingy farts.
Alabama. It depends on the mental illness. I mean, if they have PTSD, I'm not going to discount them. But if they have schizophrenia, then I might go ahead and put a little pin in that. So it depends on the mental disorder we're talking about. Somebody with bipolar can still see something cool. Somebody with schizophrenia sees a lot of things that are cool. So or a lot of things that aren't cool. So I mean, it really all depends on the situation. But we all have to admit that there's a lot of mental illness involved in this world. And it's just a byproduct. I mean, because there's always going to be the argument. Well, did the mental illness cause the problem, or was the problem caused, or was the mental illness caused by what they saw?
Yeah.
or what happened to them?
It's
So I
sensitive.
mean, it's sensitive. That's why I don't really,
Yeah.
I don't make fun of them at all. I just say we have to acknowledge it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's also just curious to me because there's like gradients, right? Like there's not, it's not black and white. There's so much gray area with that term, right? So it's hard. It's hard
and
to.
that's why we really that's why we take a scientific approach to the UAP phenomenon, because in reality, the nuts and bolts part is the only thing that we can actually measure. So that's what we search for. There's plenty of people working on consciousness. There's plenty of people working on some of the other stuff that, well, frankly, just cannot be measured. You can only see the effects of, rather than measure them. So,
Yeah,
somebody's little fur baby running in.
I can hear some ticky
Yeah.
tacky ticky tackies.
my donkey's running in and out of here.
Yeah.
Like
It's like, are you done yet?
I've been having weird like internet problems lately, and so like when I fully close my door, like it keeps cutting me out. But if I like leave it cracked, then it works. And like I don't know. And for the past couple weeks,
It's
I've
whatever
had
your
this
wall's
issue.
made of. Is your house have aluminum studs, or does it have wood studs?
Oh, bro, it's all wood. It was built in the '80s. I mean,
All right.
it's
How
pretty
much
old
lead
school.
paint's in that wall?
It's true. Yeah, that's true. That is
Yeah.
very true.
I actually had a lady one time, like, she put her router up on the wall and like says, I don't know, I get perfect internet in this room, but everywhere else in the house I don't get any internet. And then you go on the other side of the wall and there's this like big ass mirror on the wall, right? Normally a mirror is not going to cause a problem with Wi-Fi, but this was
Right.
an antique. This was an antique mirror,
Oh.
and the
The
antique
backing.
mirrors have a lead in the backing. So she effectively cut the Wi-Fi off for the rest of the house.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
crazy.
We put her router in the attic. All of a sudden, she had internet in the whole house again.
That's awesome.
Just put it on the ground.
I don't know if you could do it. I don't know how hot it gets at your neck of the woods, but they had a fan in their attic, so it never really gets that hot up there.
Yeah. My upstairs with the AC in the summertime gets around like 75. Even though my AC set, a little
Centigrade,
bit
or are we talking Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well,
that's hot.
75 is not bad.
That's hot to
That's
me.
too. I
right?
can't sleep
It's
at
too hot.
75, dude. I
Yeah,
can't.
I
Well,
can't
I'm
eat
talking
75.
about for your router to operate, because
Well,
the higher your router is, the better service throughout your home you're gonna have.
I bet my attic is hot as shit. I bet it's really hot.
dude. My attic is. Well, you say you had a fan in your attic, dude. My attic. I went up there.
I mean, my
Dude,
op-
My attic probably gets over probably 130 degrees in the summer.
100%. Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, you can melt plastic up in my attic easy. That unfortunately, I live in Florida, which is basically hot and sticky. So, and lately, the heat index has been getting up to like 106 here. It's ridiculous.
Us too.
Hey,
Why do you
man,
think I got
heard
this fancy hat?
You could. I
need
heard
it.
you could cook a brisket up in your attic, man.
Well, technically, it would take a hell of a long time.
It'll
But
take a couple days. By then,
That's about
it'll be an
that's some-
aged brisket.
I'm pretty sure it'd be eaten by all the critters that are living up there.
Hey man, it's gonna have a good bark on it though.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
no,
It's gonna
that
have
possum,
bark.
that possum's
The
gonna
bark
really
on it's
enjoy
going to be
that.
whatever animal's eating it.
Look, I have raccoons. Raccoons, they have high tastes.
You ever had brisket stuffed raccoon? I bet
There's
it's
got.
good.
How do
I'm
we
just saying.
merge those two together?
You let the raccoon eat the brisket and stuff himself, and then you eat the raccoon.
Honestly, I'm down.
Yeah.
So what happens when you finish eating the raccoon and somebody cooks you?
Well, let's just hope that doesn't
That's
happen,
called an
Gary.
alien abduction,
You know?
dude. They
There
wait
you
till
go.
people have
You're now
brisket
you're
or
an
like something
intergalactic
good to eat.
delicacy. That's called cannibalism, folks.
Dude, what if one of the data points we find out about like alien abductions is like everybody that's ever been abducted has had a really great meal the night before they were abducted? They were like, oh, actually, now that you mention it, I had tiramisu. I had like duck. It was amazing. My
Had
wife
filet
like
mignon
went
and
all
lobster
out.
that
and
night.
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay. Well, now we got something. That'd be nuts.
What's on the menu tonight? Oh, we have some shrimp stuffed human and some filet mignon stuffed human.
I mean, dude.
Oh, and cow heart and liver.
Yum. It's a delicacy.
They're sourced naturally, separately. This one's name was Molly, and they're like they have.
We left the rest of her in a field to rot.
Oh God! and they're like, oh, that was nice. And they like,
But
flip
don't
the
worry, it was on
page.
Earth, so it doesn't matter. That ghetto.
Like, oh, that's nice. What's for
Wonderful.
dessert? Candy.
Imagine if like beef was the only thing that's unique to our world, and that's really why they keep coming here.
I mean, I would get it. It makes sense to me. Shit.
I was jacking up all the prices, so we'll stop
I wouldn't
buying
be
it.
surprised if Alabama. I wouldn't be surprised if the black triangles are ours, because they don't really act very smart.
Oh,
They
and
just
like-
hover there.
find
They
it.
like hover there, and like people see them all the fucking time.
They keep
It's
showing
like-
up over people.
Yeah. At least the other ones are like, doing men in their own business out in the middle of the ocean and shit, and like going so fast you can't see them over the land.
I could almost see through it. No, that big black triangle? No, I saw that shit. It was huge.
Ryan Sprague, that was his encounter too. It was a silent, big ass black triangle going
Yeah.
over a lake when he was jamming out to some fucking tunes and like,
Green
oh.
Day.
Yep, exactly.
I love
Yeah,
that
Green
story.
Day.
I love that.
I'd
story.
I'd laugh if it was Basket Case he was listening to.
Around that time, it had to be the Dookie album
Yep.
or Nimrod.
No, well, it could have been Imran, but nobody was listening to that. They were listening to Dookie.
Yeah. Yeah, Dookie was hot. Fun fact, Green Day went in, sat down, recorded that entire album like in one day.
It was a great album.
It was
They
a
were on it. They
great
were on hot.
album.
Shit, if I was on fire like that, I would have kept recording too.
I feel like as musicians, right? Like Joe, like when we go to the studio, like we've been practicing. Well, we've been practicing those songs for like years, and like the day we actually go, like we're so good at those fucking songs. Like it's just we could get high and had a great time. It actually would sound.
I don't know what
sound
you're talking about. I've
better.
never done a drug in my life.
I mean, I'm
Never inhaled.
How much?
Never inhaled, Is it still a drug if you don't take it orally?
Well, the only way
It's
you're
not.
gonna prove anything with me is a spinal tap, and if you get that close to me, you're probably gonna be sorry.
That would not be fun. God, that would suck so bad.
Don't get close to my butt, Gary.
I don't know. Do they put you to sleep when you do that? Is
I
that a
don't
sleepy
know,
thing?
but I might start tripping balls. They do a spinal tap.
Gonna release a lot of chemicals in there, man.
Well, they say that if like you're a little chunkier like me, that stuff gets stored in your fat, and like if you lose a bunch of weight, you could start like mildly having like flashbacks because of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a thing. Or like if you crack your neck, right, Joe? Like if you like crack your back or something.
Yeah, I've heard like it stores like kind of in pockets of the spinal cord. I don't know, I don't know. It's crazy.
Dude, that one time maybe I shouldn't say this on the internet.
No, you don't want to.
But anyway, like I swear that. Okay, yeah, I'll save that story for later.
Save that story for an after hours conversation.
Okay, yeah.
When we finally sit down for beers one day.
I know, right?
Speaking of, you guys should come up to freaking Vernal, Utah, up in September. The whole team's gonna be up there in Vernal, Utah for Phenomicon.
What are the dates?
Yeah.
September something into something.
Nice.
Well,
Well,
how
the
do you spell
reason I ask is because I have an anniversary.
It's just like
September
Phenomenon,
something.
but con at the end instead. Phenomicon. I think it's at the beginning of the month.
Of what month?
I might be able to make
September.
that. Yeah. Absolutely.
September.
Utah's pretty badass.
Well, I'm gonna warn you now. It's like if you're gonna fly into Salt Lake, it's like a 3-hour drive.
Is it?
From Salt Lake to the Mormon.
To Vernal.
Oh, I thought is it not taking place in a Mormon community?
Well, isn't all Utah Mormon?
That's what I was. That's what
Pretty much.
I was thinking.
No, actually, this is right in the middle of Indian reservation territory.
Oh, even wait, that's so much cooler. Oh my god.
No, the place is pretty dope. I've been out there when we were filming at Skinwalker. That's where we were. So,
Dude, so Skinwalker.
I can talk about it now.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, our episode aired. It was season 3, episode 2. For those that hadn't seen it, me, Jeremy, and Jason went out to the ranch, and Jason will never go back.
Really?
So season 3, episode 2. Jeremy,
Jason,
you and Jeremy McCowan
and Jason Turner.
So what happened, dude?
So we went out there and we had a lot of electromagnetic anomalies. We actually saw a UAP in the flesh, like fucking right there. Like the first time I got to see it that close, like Fravor close.
Shit.
So that was dude. If you watch the episode, you'll see my face. I'm like, so yeah, am I seeing this thing right? So yeah, I get bleeped during everything I do.
I love, dude. That's so on brand, dude. Never change. I love that so much.
Well, I try very hard to it. Where too much, you do sound ignorant.
We should make another shirt that says bleep on it.
I've met George Knapp on a number of cases. Actually, the last time I talked to George was at the SU conference in Georgia. This just a month ago.
Nice.
So he's very magnanimous. He came up. He thanked us for the presentation, and then said, congratulations on the what we've gotten accomplished so far. So,
dude, that's awesome. That's like it's like receiving a trophy, like an award.
I'll
right?
tell you what, dude. Anybody was at the SU conference. I mean, that if you're serious about UAP studies, honestly, pay the fucking money and go there. If you want to actually rub elbows with the real people doing the work in this field, everybody was there.
What is it called?
The SCU conference.
SEU.
SCU. If you go to my website, they're on our affiliate page. They're the only ones with a link on our affiliate page. So, but they're they are a scientific coalition that's just they do nothing but study UAP. So basically, they're kind of like the analyzation where we collect information and we analyze it. Well, we've actually partnered with them to help analyze our information.
Oh, nice.
That's
So
awesome.
they have a collection of scientists and professionals that do professional studies, and they have a crap load of information. They even did an analysis on the Nimitz encounter that's
Nice.
very, very ridiculously in depth. So
Hell yeah.
Really cool.
yeah, so if you're looking for the real science of things, the SCU conference was worth every penny. You would have met. I think the only person that didn't show up was Lou and Sean. So
We I saw that Amy from Alien Girl was at a conference recently that she met.
that was the 75th anniversary that they did over in Roswell.
Okay.
Yeah, he showed
Was it a
up to
conference
Roswell,
or what
but
was that?
that was just
Festival.
that was a festival / con, kind of like a bunch of different events happening all over.
Oh, the anniversary of the crash event.
Yeah, it was the
God,
75th
that's so
anniversary.
cool. That's
It's
awesome.
in July. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I got an email to get invited to go to that, and then I heard nothing back from him. So I don't I don't know what happened with that. But I was actually kind of looking forward to that one. I wanted to go back to Roswell because I did for that documentary that we were just in. I did that interview and I got to go there, but I got stuck in my hotel room. I had no car. I couldn't really go see anything. I could see the McDonald's across the street. That was had the shaped like a UFO. That's about it.
It's a trip.
Yeah. I think you were coming into
It
town.
seems
what,
fucking
like, next
depressing,
week?
dude. Like,
I had to record like 12 takes in front of that damn McDonald's.
oh yeah. For the
I was staying in the hotel that was across the street from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. Yeah,
Joe,
it was a
Joe and
trip.
Nico did that for our documentary. They went to Roswell. And did some
Logan
filming.
Ryan did a really, really good presentation at the SU conference. Here towards the end of the year, all of the presentations that were there at the SU conference will be on their YouTube channel for free for everybody to watch.
Oh, nice.
It's in a paywall right now. It's only available for those that paid for the conference right now, but it's not a cheap conference. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Good for
Yeah.
them. I think shit. I mean, the
but it's nice because
You
it's a
should.
small conference. It's not like thousands of people. It's hundreds of
It's
people.
not like,
Yeah.
being
So
packed in and
so,
not getting to enjoy it.
right.
like I didn't know who to talk to first. I mean, it was like it literally was the who's who. I mean, I was like, holy crap,
I like the idea of like, okay, if you're spending your time on something that you are passionate about and believe in and are like good at it, you should get paid for your time, man. Like, why? I don't understand why everybody like expects
Yeah.
everything to be free. Like, but I love that they're kind of like holding out for that paywall or whatever. I love that. I support that for sure.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth a little bit. It's so much time and effort that you got to put into something. And it's hard, man. It's hard.
It's hard to make stuff look good and sound good. And
Yeah, your
do
time is
research and, like,
valuable.
yeah, man.
It's like I'm so sick of like
Well, dude, what do you think of my so I've got everything set up for my podcast, but I still don't have an intro song, and I'm getting a lot of anxiety about doing like the editing and shit like that. So like even stuff that I've already filmed, I'm just got like all this raw footage and just don't know what to do with it at all.
Dude.
yeah.
So regarding the music, dude, I mean,
That was me guilt tripping you.
I could help you out there. I
Could
don't
you?
know.
It's almost
don't-
like I asked you to do that months ago.
It's almost like you asked me to do like 6 months ago. It does feel like that.
No,
What?
there's no rush on it because it's not like I've been dragging my feet on my podcast anyways. So I just finished. I paid a graphic artist to do my banners and things like that. And if you look at my channel now, it's changed to Space Oddities. And that's like when I was in your chat earlier. Space, you were like, "Oh, hey, Space Oddities." Like,
I
don't
know. I
if
always
you-
forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It doesn't say Gary Philip Voorhis Jr. anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't say your name.
Yeah. Kind of like it. It's funny because you get treated way different when you roll into the chat and you're Space Oddities instead of Gary Voorhis.
Yeah.
Who's this
Is
clown shoe? What the
Yeah,
fuck
is
does
it a
he
negative
know?
thing or is it a positive?
This guy doesn't know anything.
What's a straight up negative thing? It's like, I didn't realize how nice people were to me until I went in anonymous.
Space Oddities doesn't know anything. Just another armchair quarterback.
Yeah. I at one point in everything that I go on to check out, I have to. This is Gary Voorhees. I have to plainly say it so that people will start being nice to me again.
And we're like, prove it, prove it.
This is what I found. That's not you.
No. Just type in Gary Voorhees. It'll go quicker.
So
Was that a bald chick?
oh,
on that
there
other
it
channel?
is.
Yeah.
I'm already some scribes is. I should have known that. Oh, dude, I love this. Oh, guys can't see this. Dude, that artwork is so sick. The
Yeah.
the cow, bro.
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I just got random shit that I've had there already, you know.
Laundry with Gary.
Yeah, I got so bored doing laundry. I was like, oh my god. So I went live.
I love the thumbnail. It's so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, I try to get that's the only thing I could get creative with, so that's
Dude,
I love
that's
it.
amazing.
I love
I think
it.
I just took my Call of Duty off there. I used to have a bunch of streams of me playing Call of Duty and sucking ass on there. So, well, my wife used to
Not a
like
good
watching me
look.
play, and the easiest way for her to watch it is if it was streaming on my channel. So it would just stay up there since nobody went to my channel anyways. It didn't matter.
Yeah, you just leave it up there, let it
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
But-
dude. Oh man.
Well, dude, we're ending our getting close to our end of the night, dude. Is there
Yes, sir.
what's happening next for Gary Voorhees, dude? Other than helping me out with my
the
awesome
company-
Wi-Fi in my attic.
The company's moving to Florida. We're just transitioning because Kevin Day actually left the company to kind of go do his own thing. So we're moving it from Oregon to Florida just for, legal reasons and shit like that.
For sure.
But so I'm knee deep in that process. Going to SeaWorld with my family tomorrow.
Oh hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, dude. So SeaWorld did this sick ass thing where like gave veterans 4 free tickets for the holiday. There was like a holiday special. So I was like, yeah, I'll take 4 free tickets. So
Of course I will.
Dude.
yeah, so we're heading over to SeaWorld tomorrow, and then I got to do a bunch of legal documents and crap after that. But mostly we're doing a lot of restructuring and developing of new technology, getting geared up for our next expedition. We've got some exciting things on the horizons. Can't talk about them. Things are being hammered out. Deals are being talked. Things are being spoken about. So we're doing really good. I don't think you're going to see. If you notice, we kind of went kind of quiet for the most part, and it's mostly because we've been working.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Matthew spent the last 8 months developing his own AI algorithm or software to search all of our data, all of videos and data and stuff like that. We've whittled down that 600 hours of FLIR data down to like 20 something hours of actual objects. We don't know whether they're anomalous yet, but there was no way we were going to be able to go through 600 hours and catch every little object. So
Yeah, for sure.
Matthew
So
spent
many.
like eight to 10 months just hand developing from scratch a AI program to search the entire hour long videos for any type of anomalous objects. They could
That's
be a
so much
firefly.
time,
They
dude.
could be anything. But
It could be a fart.
yeah,
It could be
yeah.
like anything,
So,
right? Damn.
yeah.
That's
And then he
crazy.
also adapted it for regular video too. So we were able to use it on our UFO DAP video shots too. So all of our actual visual stuff that we got has been able to have been filtered through this thing too. So I mean, it's honestly amazing what's been accomplished so far, but it takes time and effort. And it's like StarHub. What about StarHub? I'm not familiar with what a StarHub is.
Oh,
Maybe
dude,
he means
that's the.
Skyhub.
No, it's dude, StarHub. It's the leading technology, right? Like
It's the Gamecast.
like the
Oh,
it's like the GameCube, dude.
oh, really?
I was
You mean
going back to the
SkyHub. He's
like
talking
por-
about
like porn.
SkyHub.
Yeah,
Pornhub,
Skyhub,
yeah.
I think.
SkyHub doesn't exist anymore. They're actually called Sky 360 now, and it's based out of Europe.
Yeah, he did.
So,
Skyhub. Dude.
yeah.
So, dude, that's awesome. So big things happening. You know, it like something you said is yeah. We've been quiet because we've been freaking working.
Yeah.
It's so hard to put out content or just say what's up to people that are interested in what you're doing, and also do
Yeah.
your job, and also do your like day job that actually like makes
Yeah.
money, right? Like you're
Like I've been off of social media. I mean, you hadn't even really seen me on any podcasts in
Yeah.
a while. You know, I just don't have time.
yeah. And you've got your own damn life. You've got your own family that you're taking care of, dude. You're a busy dude, and you're
Yeah.
doing
Oh.
this out of your own.
Super important. Go buy our merch. We have merch on our website now.
Yeah.
You want a UAPX mug? We got you.
We got it. We've got the UAPX mug.
Yeah.
Do you need
Yeah,
some?
even- We've got a limited edition a tear in the sky t-shirts, like just like the ones we wore in the movie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, but then we got then we got cooler ones.
I love
So
the
that's
logo
that's
so much, dude.
You like the new logo?
I love the new logo, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
We're
like I'm in
about
the
to-
future.
Yeah, we're about to have another redesign on our website too. It's gonna look pretty sick, real smooth, easy to look at. But that's all the shit that I'd want to buy, so that's why I put it in there.
Hell yeah.
What's it say on the sleeve? Is that?
It's an American flag.
Oh my god, dude, that's sick. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very
That
clean.
was yeah, that's the design that we used in the movie.
That's so dope. I want
Yeah.
it. I want. Oh, I like that.
And it has actually the classic logo that we had on that shirt too.
Love it.
It's
That's pretty
not our-
sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dude, heck yeah.
Get your mugs, get your t-shirts, get your socks.
Yep.
Get your
Hawking our
socks.
merch.
We got socks. We got undies. Get your-
Ironically, I've been really surprised because I kind of like didn't put up a store for a long time because I was like, you know, it's not going to bring in a whole lot of money. Well, it's actually paying for our Google accounts, so because we use Google Suites.
That's
And
it,
like,
right?
I'm like, shit. Well,
That's
keep it rolling.
dude.
It's like $50 a month for like three emails, man. This is not cheap, dude.
Oh, dude, it's like $18 a month per user because we have the business one.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and you know, now we're growing, and I'm like going, oh, I gotta make another email address. Oh no,
Yes,
Oh,
dude, same.
another $18. Oh
I
shit.
gotta sell more
Yeah,
shirts.
That's how tight our
Same.
budget is $18 makes me cringe.
Yeah, dude.
Gosh.
Oh,
Dude.
People have to
shit.
realize that we didn't make any money off the movie.
Yeah.
So did you guys know like individual checks for appearances or anything like that, or residual royalties?
We got per diem. We got flown out there. You know, they paid for our travel.
They
Yeah.
brought snacks and shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's what's
So-
tough, right? With these projects, right? That get the information out, right? Like
Sorta.
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay
It,
ambiguous.
it gives us you know, people that have never didn't know who we were are going to see that, you know, even if they just happen to be on, you know, Amazon and be like, hey, this one's free, let's check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
Right.
cool. I didn't even know who these people. I never even heard of these people before.
Yeah.
And that's really the market that we're shooting at for that with the movie.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we got like when we did Skinwalker, the our email address was on the back of the Osiris. Just from that, we got like so when the movie launched, we got like a little uptick. We got a little uptick.
Yeah.
When we were aired on the History Channel, oh my god, it was ridiculous. I mean, I got like 1,000 emails a day for like 3 weeks.
God damn.
Dude.
Yeah, it was
That's
ridiculous,
crazy.
dude. Just ridiculous.
Were people asking you like to check out the mole on their
dude.
back, or like?
No, dude, it's just because the way they cut everything, people get different ideas about what's actually going on and stuff like that. So I had like people that thought we were using the Osiris to launch the rockets during the episode. And it's like, no, the Osiris is all the way on the other side of the property,
Yeah.
So because we had weird shit happen with the Osiris where every time we went to go launch a rocket, like right before the launch, all of a sudden all the systems in the Osiris would just go dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we had some of that weird shit happen. Jason had a seizure on set.
Oh shit.
Yeah, while we were filming. So and had to, the second day he didn't come back. He actually finished his interview in a green screen.
Wow.
What? He just wouldn't go back because the whatever happened obviously was traumatic, right? Like, yeah, dude, that's some interesting stuff, man.
Yeah, dude won't step foot on the property again. Matter of fact, he was actually gonna go to Phenomicon, but after talking it over with his wife, he's just like, when he was on set with us for the Tear in the Sky, we were sitting doing this like really kind of cool little night scene, right? And we're bullshitting, and then after the scene was done, we're just like laughing and shit like that, right? He was like, I got him laughing so hard he actually ended up with a hernia.
What?
So he had to go home and have hernia surgery, and then we go to
damn.
Skinwalker and the guy has a seizure and missing time. Like right after that event happened, like I guess he called his wife for like 12 minutes that he doesn't remember. Nobody remembers him using the phone. Nobody knows where he did it, but his wife knows, and the log is in there, but he's got
crazy.
like 10 or 12 minutes of missing time.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it just...
Hey, you know what they say? Time doesn't exist if you're having fun.
No, that's relative.
I mean, I think we're onto something there. I don't know.
Oh damn.
Gary's got some jokes.
Yeah, but it's we didn't make any money off the back end of that movie. We're not getting any money for if you buy the movie. We don't receive anything, no royalties, no nothing from the movie. So, matter of fact, if you go to their website and that little donate click, that's only for them. That's not for us.
So wait till it's free.
I think it's only $3 now. So.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, go see it. It's entertaining, man. It's a great little flick to watch. If you just want to introduce somebody to it, not bad.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that things are going good. Progress is being made. I mean, that's what it's all about.
I'd say we got good progress. We got full, 4 physicists on board. We got Jeremy, me. We still got Chris Altman running around there too, and Chris Altman, not to be mistaken with Dave Altman, but we won't go there. Let's see. What did I think about the movie Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind with Stephen
David
Greer?
Attenborough.
How'd you know I watched that the other night for the first time?
David Attenborough.
I fell asleep halfway through it, and his bullshit was just like making my head hurt. Not that I don't think that there might be something to CE5. I just think that he's gotten a little greedy in the last 10 years or so.
I can get down with that.
I'm staying there. I'm agnostic.
Yeah, I think he really
I need more.
I think he was really doing something special when he first started, and then it just kind of went downhill from there.
I can feel that for sure. Yeah. it's a little weird. It's like you're charging a lot of money for something that like some people will take you out to do for free, and like it's
And
just it's really strange.
if he ever hears this or hears my opinion on it, if he wants to take me out and invite me to a CE5, I'd always be willing to go out. I'm not going to pay him. But then again, if he brings me out, I'll bring him out,
Yeah, dude.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
and Stephen Greer, if you're listening, dude, if you take me out, I'll buy you a hamburger. Like lunch.
I feel like
he'll get you some really cool looking underwear.
Yeah, dude. We'll go shopping. We'll go to Target and we'll get you some cool undies, dude.
you need to use some Chatty Daddy underwear. Have you seen those?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
From the Chad Smith podcast, they have the Chatty Daddy underwear, dude.
Yes.
On the Totiwaba website, dude.
No, I have not seen
It's
it.
just his face. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be dead honest with you about Hollywood, man. The only production I was ever on that I actually liked the outcome was the Skinwalker episode.
Yeah, that's cool.
The way that they filmed the whole time, I mean, it seemed legit from my experience on the ranch. They don't really get in your face. I mean, cameras are always present, but it's a very natural thing. They never told me what to say or how to say it. They made me pick up a rocket twice, though. Oh, I'm sure Dave Altman saved the movie. He is amazing. Whatever. Fuck Dave Altman.
So
But anyway,
You heard it here first on UFO Garage.
I have no problem with anybody else that's ever left my company, but fuck Dave Altman.
dude,
Yeah.
I just love the honesty, dude. I fucking love it, dude. That's why we love you, Gary.
Yeah. He's
dude,
got his own deal, and so he can go do his own deal.
Nice.
one question, dude. So Jeremy Corbell has a documentary about Skinwalker that I honestly I fucking love that flick, dude. It's a great doc.
I'll be honest with you.
How accurate is it in real life to that doc?
I fell asleep during it.
Was this after or before
Gary,
you were
Gary
actually?
only
It was
watches
before.
his own movie.
It was before.
I fell asleep during mine too.
Turn your own.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was
like,
there, so I mean, it was
you
just
need to have
it was
your
old
own
news to
movie.
me.
Movie
Dude,
review
just
channel.
Gary taking naps just all day on set. It's gonna.
I'll be honest with you. I just couldn't stay awake during his movie, and I mean, I'm sure it was well thought of. I mean, he's he's insightful. He tries to be very real. He tries to be try to portray a lot of emotion when it comes to it all, and he seems to put a good foot forward, but I didn't particularly enjoy it myself. So,
Dude, I loved it, dude, because it was like the first time I had ever heard of Skinwalker Ranch, and now it's like a huge thing. Like everybody knows about it. I mean, my buddy Gary's been there. Like that's crazy. So that's what I was curious
What's up,
about.
Chad?
Like going from like watching the documentary, like how true is it in real life to what's portrayed in that documentary? I mean, we hear about
Well,
like
it's just weird. The one thing I can say about it is the radiation and the weird magnetic anomalies are 100%. And I mean, they could attribute to a lot of the power issues. I mean, they've got, UAP to just appear in the sky. I mean, like I said, it was the first time I ever, we tracked them. I saw them at tremendous distance through crazy magnified big eyes on the side of a ship.
yeah.
Nothing like what I saw. This thing is sitting at it was right there, just hanging in the air. I mean, it's just like,
shit.
hey guys, check me out. I'm a fucking UAP. I'm just gonna sit right here and fucking tease you guys like the
What
cock
color
tease
was
I
it?
am. It looked the same. It looked very the same as the Tic Tac did. The description that the pilots gave of exactly what the Tic Tac looked like, and the coloring, it looks like this like off-white kind of metallic-y shiny thing. So yeah, it was.
Are you viewing it through a camera, or is this like in real, just your eyes?
It was close enough just to see with my eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that close. And I mean, I looked at it through binoculars too, and it was, it was amazing. Like just regular binoculars. And it was just like, oh wow, and I hadn't seen anything like that since the Tic Tac encounter. Wow. That's when you saw the FLIR and you saw the light emanating off these things at a distance, it was that same light. Kind of pearlescent a little bit, but not really. More of like a LED diffused light kind of thing, where the light just seems to come from all directions at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so focus like on like the image. Like, can you? Were you able to make out like at a focused range, like the details of this craft, or was it like kind of just all over the place?
I think it was reflecting too much light to really be able to take a really good shot of it. I know they got it on like 3 different cameras. I would love to get the all 3 of those footage so it could be triangulated so we could really see how far away it was and all that stuff. But that's all that's all their data. So the reason I ask is because like not only a camera but our human eyes, it takes a bit to focus. And if an object is truly traversing space and time and vibrating at a non linear pattern, like you can't focus, dude. It's all light. Like we gotta run a theory that they might have a plasma sheath around them that's strong enough to actually bend the space around it. So if it's actually bending space time, then it would also bend light, just like a black hole would.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%.
And Roll Tide, that movie fucked me up. The fourth kind.
Oh, dude, Roll Tide. Let's go. Roll Tide.
Shut up, Ben. You don't know nothing.
That I watched that movie and I got the heebie-jeebies from that movie. But now that I've been dealing with Hollywood, I'm not as heebie-jeebie about it. I'm like, all right, so how much of that was actually real? But if anybody wonders like what our opinions on the movie are, we did do a roundtable right after it, and if you go to our website, there's actually a link right to the roundtable discussion about. We had the entire team get together and discuss the movie, A Tear in the Sky. So,
love it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Everybody else calls it a tear. I call it a tear.
I didn't want to correct you. Okay. Dude, man, I know it's 10:30. It's 10:33. Bro, great catching up with you.
Isn't your kid asleep yet?
It's a
or is she taking advantage of the fact that you're in here?
Well, my wife is back home from the grocery store. She finally got back and she bought the best brisket ever, dude. Nice. I'm so stoked.
Yay.
She got a prime. The marbling looks rich. Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
Nice.
But
actually, how old's your kid now? What, like 1 at least?
9 months.
Now? 9 months.
Yeah. And Joe's how old is Hendrix now?
Like 2.5.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Already, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My daughter's about to turn 4.
Nice, dude. Is she like smarter than you yet, or is that?
Oh, she's already smarter than me. No. The other day she was like, gives me like an empty bowl. It's like, oh yeah, it's empty. She goes, well, you can fill it back up.
Smart, yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, she's too smart for her own good. She kills me.
Mine's making noises right now. You can hear her.
Mine is extrapolating to taking over the world.
She's getting like allergies. She has these little coughing fits.
Oh, wait until she starts saying stuff that's like super deep and sweet. Like right before I went to the SCU conference, we're all like cuddling on the couch, me and my wife, just spending a little bit of time before I left, and she comes running up and gets on my wife's lap, and it's like, I'm gonna get up here because I love you guys and we're a family. And I'm like, oh, right in the feels, like right, out of nowhere, it's like, oh,
that's awesome. That's the family heartstrings right there. Love it.
Yeah,
dude, hell yeah.
She's been all about cuddling lately, and it's been like fucking awesome.
Dude, cuddles. You gotta keep the cuddles when they come.
Only parents will understand that.
my daughter is like she doesn't like to face you. She likes to face the world. So like I'm like trying to like just hold me, and she's like, no, Dad, I wanna watch. Just walk me, and I want to face forward. So I'm like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
basically
shit on
just
you, piss on you, and feed me. Just take care of this shit for me, please.
I'm basically just like I'm a human, like a automobile. I just take her where and introduce her to like different things in the house to keep her interested. She does not want to snuggle. Only when she's like, I wake her up in the morning. Oh, it's the best. It's so sweet.
I spent 11 weeks off when she was born, and dude, I just freaking like when she was a baby, like a wee little baby, man. You know, especially on my days off when my wife was working. You know, we'd strap her right to my chest. We'd go everywhere. We'd go like Universal City Walk, and we'd just be humping around there, having fun. I mean, no matter where we went, it was just me and her, just fucking hanging out. And it was it's been a trip because I didn't get a lot of time with my oldest daughter, especially when she was this age. So it's been amazing watching her grow and learn and develop. And, you know, they say they're going to blow your mind every day by saying something you didn't realize that they understand.
You know? I cannot wait for that.
Oh, dude, it is
crazy.
Yeah. And just remember, the more time you spend with them, the better development that they will have. So don't miss out on any type of Play-Doh time or Lego time, or if they want a fucking tea party, you go make some fucking tea and you have a tea party. You know, that's one of her favorite things to do. I just had to go pick her an outfit out because she wants to look like Jojo Siwa. All right, so you got all kinds of fads to look for. Just basically, I bought her these this big huge sparkly outfit from like these crazy sparkly Peppa Pig shoes all the way up to a bow that's like crazy sparkly, and she'll sit in the mirror and she's just like,
I love
it. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. I love it, man. Well, fellas, I still have some work I have to do before tomorrow.
No, you don't. Shut up.
I do.
Let's keep going.
I do.
He's a working man.
Nope. I gotta go. I got a lot of stuff to make up for tomorrow.
Wow, that sounds official, guy.
He's an official guy now.
You're not even drinking tonight, are you?
I had 2 beers.
Two.
I had 2 beers
just to get the social buzz going while you were on here, huh?
Yep, that's right.
No.
I'm still a little bit new. I want to be a little bit responsible, you know. So making a good impression right now.
Months,
so
right?
Yeah.
Just got to be like the company bitch for 6 months,
trying
right?
to put a little extra. I'm already doing better than everybody that works there. So you know, I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna do a good job. You know, I've been putting in the work. So I want to continue doing that. Get a little extra done tonight before tomorrow. So I can kind of chill tomorrow. You know, that's the plan. So, but dude, Gary, always awesome talking to you, man. Good to hear that things are going great. I'm glad you were able to hop on tonight. I know you've been quiet lately, but dude, we love
anytime you guys call, I
you know,
usually answer. So
hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. Been freaking,
or at least text you that I'll call you. I'll text you back in a second.
right. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Take it easy,
right,
gentlemen.
Buddy. Yes, sir.
Peace, dude.
When's your guys' documentary going to be out?
January 2023. So,
and more importantly, when am I going to get a link?
Honestly,
so
we
that
still
I can watch it beforehand.
I still want to get you like an interview with you. We gotta talk. Well, I'll text you.
Dude.
I still
family trip to Orlando. Do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
There's still time. There's still time. I think.
Yeah.
Because there's we'll talk offline, dude. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Close this shit up so we can talk.
Hell yeah, really. Well, yeah, I've got to go as well too. But dude, I'll text you or we'll do a debrief, dude, tomorrow or some shit, dude.
Now you got my number.
Hell yeah, bro. All right, boys, this was fun.
This was good.
Let's do it. Well, I'm gonna click the little outro thing, and hey, everybody in the chat watching live, I love you. Thank you for hanging out. We love you. Thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah,
dude.
And we're doing a shirtless next week, right?
You always interrupt my ending.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. We're doing a shirt giveaway. And one more thing. Dude, we are doing a shirt giveaway, right?
No, a shirtless giveaway.
A shirtless giveaway.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just send me a new shirt. Mine's getting worn out. I bought the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think you did buy the first shirt.
Yeah, I did.
Trendsetter.
Oh, yeah.
Already, fellas. Do you have it queued up?
I'm not gonna. What were you gonna?
I never know what you're doing over
What?
there, dude.
Oh.
You know.
I interrupted you. I was gonna let you
All right,
say
guys.
something.
All right, you got to kick the guest out. You got to say your outro. End the show. Come on.
All right, Gary. See you
Be
later. We're
professional.
gonna kick
Be
you out
professional.
now.
If you guys don't start being more professional, I won't come back on here.
That's
That's a lie.
First lie I said tonight.
Yeah, dude. Alrighty, man. We love you, dude.
Later, guys.
Peace,
Take it
dude.
easy.
I forgot how to do this damn show, dude. It's been too
Dude,
long.
I mean, you know, that's the way it goes.
That's what happens when you have too many lima beans in your pocket. I got 12 of them. And they're really warm, and I've been kind of warming them up this whole show. Got 12 lima beans. You know what
Hot as
happens?
shit in here. It's hot. I'm
Yeah, I can
sweating.
see
The
you
whole
get a little shiny, a little lima bean. That's Joe Lima Bean.
hungry. Take a shower. Go to work.
Put those lima beans on your nipples, and you'll get. Everybody's having a good time.
All right.
All right. This has been another episode of
UFO Garage.
See y'all next week.
We'll see you next time.
UFO Garage.